and then proceeded to smoosh that night. First date.
Explain.
The booties. The smoosh the booties.
I don't know if you know this, but that's not how that works. So Jefe got set up in the corner, and then I think 15 minutes later, not even, like, doorbell rings, it's Amy, and I'm like, oh, hey, and then you fucking pop out, and I'm like, God damn it.
Holding on to my knees, laughing my ass off.
I thought you were about to pass the fuck out.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
I thought you might throw up. You were laughing so fucking hard. Unfortunately, no cameras were on.
I turned the corner and saw myself and went, ah!
Yeah, he literally did. I'd have been like, oh, we're fucking setting up the camera. I'd be like rushing Chad to get here.
The fun for me was the surprise of you going, fuck!
Yeah. Which I did. I did fucking. I said, you stay the fuck out.
Damn it!
Yeah, literally I did. I had to, yes.
I thought his name was Ben.
No.
Then I'm wrong. Sorry, Kevin.
I don't even know where.
Sorry, not Ben.
Yeah, sorry, not Ben. CBS.
Jew hair, big nose. Yeah.
Jew hair, big nose. I know what the episode title is now. I can just see the AI image I'm going to create for this one.
I see her rolling up over black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
That's fine. We know what we're sort of talking about, right?
Sort of, kind of.
Okay. Well, after I do Sean's message.
Where's your other monitor? Oh, okay.
Hiding over there in the dark. Well, I just ordered a swivel arm. So
there you go.
All I got to do is drill a hole in the desk, mount it, and then I can swivel it out of the way when we have a third seater. Yeah.
If you don't want me here, I don't have to be here.
No, that's fine.
Please.
I can go now.
No.
I'll go back to work.
I want you there. It's like I need. Well, hold on. I need you in that seat, and I need Jefe in that corner.
Free up my Monday. Sweet.
I told Sean that I'm going to get him a cutout too, so we'll have a Shane. We'll have a Shane over there in the corner.
Roadside confessional.
Yes, that'll be what it is. Oh, I just realized you're wearing the Mighty Car Mods hat. Very nice, very nice. Let's bring that up there. Show it to the camera. Very nice Mighty Car Mods, black on black camo. Very good. I likes it. I likes it a lot. Sorry, I had to introduce the new buttons over here, and I got to remember to hit that button to go to Chad. There we go. Well, because now I have to think about it.
I'm sorry.
Yes. No, it's not your fault, because we've only had a third person over there like twice.
Well, half dozen times, maybe.
Well, twice. Maybe like Will and Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice.
Okay.
Yes.
So am I the only one that actually wants to be here?
Well, there's a lot of people who'd love to be here. You're the only one who has scheduling.
Yeah.
You can. Actually, can you lift it up just a little bit? Or is it sagging?
Get it in your face.
Yeah.
In your face?
You don't. No. Just. It doesn't adjust.
Lift the whole bar.
Just lift the bar. There you go.
Yeah, we got them tight for a reason.
Yeah, because they will just. They'll go down faster than somebody staring at Nancy Pelosi.
I don't know anything about going down faster.
It doesn't go down at all.
That's what tequila's. that's what tequila's for.
No, tequila puts them to sleep.
Well, not in my case. Wakes everything up. Yep. Either way. Fuck it. Let's get rolling, boys. All right. Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 127. Oh, I don't have my actual show notes up here because they're all facing you guys, but that's okay. I am Shoky. You can follow me at all the Shoky related things down below, whether that's the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel or over on perhaps the Shoky Reviews 2 channel if you want to. Apparently people keep subscribing to that channel and have gotten me over the watch hours over there.
Oh, sweet.
But, I don't even produce anything new over there. It's been 2 years since I put a new video up there and it just keeps getting views. I was like, okay. And of course, guys, if you want the full uncut video version of this podcast, you can do so at the Shoky Reviews Patreon. Goes up now. It'll go up every Monday live, the full uncut ridiculous videos, because sometimes we say or do things that need to be edited. And then sometimes it's just phone calls that I have to remove because I also fuck things up. So if you'll notice in the, because you don't know this yet, in the episode, whenever we pause, I put a one fuck up later screen. Because I did last week what I did that 1 week for us when I thought I paused and I actually ended the recording.
Yeah.
But we talked for 40 minutes.
Dude, he threatened to do that with me because I kept having to take bathroom breaks.
Well,
One
you did.
PP
Actually,
later.
yeah, that's what it was. It was you. You did it.
I had to
you-
make a comment to make sure that he was recording.
That's true. And thank God he did, because well, luckily that conversation didn't matter.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Oh, what's the next thing on the list over there, Jefe? I can't see it.
Me.
Oh, okay. See, by the way, with me as usual is the Jefe.
Hey.
And you can follow him at Grounded and Grumpy over on the Instas.
Yes.
And actually, over in third chair, for his first official time, I guess, technically speaking, as a tripod,
I guess so.
we have the Chad. He has
How you doing?
returned. The front half of the Chidey,
Yeah.
proprietor of C4 Graphics. I said it right this time.
Proud of you. Very good.
Yes, you can follow him over on the C4 Graphics Facebook page if you want.
Sir.
I did share that in the thing and added a nice little screenshot
appreciate
of the
it.
shit you do's over there, because we talked about it last week with the graphics and stuff like that you've done for county officials and cop cars and stuff like that. So I wanted people to be able to see what you've been doing.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, because I mean, if there's nothing else we do here, it's promote our bullshit to hopefully make more money somehow. Right?
Keep shit local. you know?
Yes, keep shit local. And after that, of course, what do we have on the list there? Because I can't see it.
Contact us
Oh, where should we contact us?
at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com, or alternately, you can go to our Facebook page at Now You Made It Awkward Podcast, where you can leave us a message or a voice message.
Yes, much like our good friend Sean does. And he did again this week after I reminded him. Well, he already planned on doing it, but he just hadn't done it
Yep.
yet. So I'm like, poke.
Yeah, hurry up.
Send it a message. I sent him an official message from the Facebook page to remind him to do so. But I checked. We didn't have any emails.
Nope.
They're still not emailing us. It's
Damn.
sad.
Also known once in a while.
Sad Shoky is sad. Excuse me. All right, let's see what Sean has for us today. I have no idea. We're in a new year. It's all fucking weird.
Question for the pod. So, we had a story time yesterday at my family's late Christmas, and brought
Okay.
up a question that I thought was interesting because I have one for everyone, damn near. Anyways, so the question is, do you have any funny or embarrassing stories from first dates? You know what I'm saying? Like you did something funny, something embarrassing happened. I think something embarrassing happens every fucking time I've had a first date. That's usually how it goes. My one with Summer was, she came over to my house and I cooked dinner for us. And being a little nervous, I grabbed the pan out of a 425 degree oven with no mitts in front of her. Burnt the shit out of both hands, but I played it off cool and she never knew about it until she asked me what happened to my hands like a week later. That was something that was embarrassing, but I played it off cool enough where she didn't notice that I just scalded the shit out of both hands. But share your stories.
I mean, I think it's been a while since any of us have dated.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Like, I mean, Jessica and I have been together 9 years, so
18 for us.
yeah,
I'm 14.
yeah. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't date as much as I used to.
You know,
I
it's
mean-
kind of frowned upon.
I mean, I didn't go on very many dates beforehand, anyways. Like, I just got into relationships. Like, so I guess like technically the first date with my ex before Jessica, that was Laura. It was the very last second thing, and we decided to go to Olive Garden down in the Woodlands. Just something nice, just a nice restaurant. We knew each other. You know, we met at beer nights and stuff like that. But of course, she had a daughter, you know, Tara. I've talked about her here. And at this point, I think she's 7. Like, she's still little. And the first thing out of her mouth, like, we meet in the parking lot at Olive Garden. And I haven't met her yet. I've only known Laura. And I say hi and everything else like that. And she asks Laura, so is he going to be my new dad? And like, she's like, you see her just turn beet red. Mind you, we've had very, very little romantic interaction at all. This is like literally our first date outside of talking for endless hours on chat. And like,
She's to the point where she knows you're not a creeper. She knows you're not a psycho, and she wants to try to get to know you.
I don't know if any of that's true, but you know, she just wanted to meet a new guy who seemed okay. And we were making fun of the same stuff, so that's one reason why we kind of got along initially. But she basically says, "I don't know, honey," and then I reply, "I mean, we can see where this first date goes, but I can't honestly answer that, straight off now." And then eventually, of course, I tried to be her dad, and it failed on that. So, anybody else got a funny first date story from at any point in life?
Actually, what you got, brother? You
Go
got
ahead.
anything?
Well, I can't remember everything about me, but it could be the point where my current wife, when I wanted her to meet my parents for the first time, I went to go pick her up and everything, and I didn't realize that she was having a few drinks with her family. So basically, I brought her to my parents to meet her. She was drunk.
Wow.
Hey, at least your parents aren't teetotalers, and they understand that drink happens.
Well, she felt like crap the whole time. I was like, "Hey, I'll come to pick you up." I was like, "What?" So I've been drinking. Oh, you better sober up quick.
That'll be fun,
Right.
right? I mean, we've all been around the Heidi when she's been drinking, so I couldn't even imagine that situation.
First date, nervous, plus gut full alcohol.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. This is Heidi.
I think that happened too.
Hey, Heidi, I'm Mom. Nice to meet you.
All right, what do you got, Jeffo?
First date with me and Amy. Preface this by saying my wife is 14 years my senior. Coincidentally, in high school, she was one of the substitute teachers at Conroe High. So I knew she existed.
You're
we
literally
met at a
taking home the
bar.
teacher.
We met at a bar that used to be on 45, which no longer is. Kind of flagged her down, and we started goofing off, talking, hanging out, singing karaoke, whatever. Went across the road to IHOP, had drunken breakfast, and then proceeded to smoosh that night. First date.
Explain.
The booties. The smoosh the booties.
I don't know if you know this, but that's not how that works.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah, we hooked up first night. She was one of my substitute teachers.
And you're just like, "Hey guys, I actually did the thing."
Yep.
Fucking A.
Then a subsequent date early on, we went squirrel hunting up at the farm, goofing off, hanging out. We wound up having some fun in a deer stand. I'll leave it at that.
Not much hunting.
No, but he was looking for a nut.
Yeah.
I bagged something.
Oh.
Amy, I'm sorry.
Thank God she doesn't listen to this.
Know what your mom does?
Not anymore.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's decided she doesn't like you at all.
I've literally done nothing to his
I
mom.
know. I was like, why, Mom? She said, I don't know.
So fucking weird. Like I just.
Plus, a lot of the content of the stuff we talk about just turns her
Well,
off.
what does it have to do with me? I just talk.
I don't know. She doesn't like you.
Mrs. Jeff's mom doesn't like
Made me laugh my ass off.
Whatever. Okay. But at least some other family members, I guess, do. Or Legion members.
Yeah.
Hello, Legion members, if you're out there. Sorry, I got to fix my sleep.
God, if
over
they're
here.
listening. And the in-laws, they listen.
Yeah. I think some of my friends and family have started listening because, like, after I started sharing it and then after you first kind of came on for New Year's, like, we gained like 6 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah. So right after Christmas, I think last I looked, we were at 108.
Nice.
So we were like 102 right at New Year's. And then since New Year's, we gained 6 more subscribers.
And you said past 10 episodes or so, viewership's been going up.
yeah.
Slightly trending up.
I mean, the fresh numbers are still balls, but like by Tuesday, like the following Tuesday, they usually go up. So it's more like people just aren't listening on Fridays.
No.
So maybe you have to
I'll download
change.
over the weekend, listen during the week.
Yeah, maybe just need to change which days because the problem is we don't have enough views to analyze when the real watch hours are happening because you got to get a certain number of views over a certain amount of time.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 12 years.
Shit.
At this
Well,
rate.
actually,
We're gonna be retired going, we're monetized.
yeah. Well, no, actually, the thing is,
I still don't get paid.
I don't get paid. No, the thing is, we actually have over 3,000 watch hours, though.
Mhm.
So we only need 4,000 to get monetized, but you got to have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh shit.
So if the view numbers keep going up like they are, especially people watching entire episodes,
Mhm.
that's how we get to monetization. Good
I need to
enough.
start sharing some shit then.
Yeah.
Every Friday he drops it. Every Friday I share it and try to get everybody else to share it.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, the uncut goes up on Monday mornings for the Patreon.
Yes, for the Patreon.
Got to push the Patreon again.
Want to hear our silliness?
Yes. So speaking of things that aren't very silly, we should probably address the massive tragedy that's happening in California. The wildfires raging through LA area. I think the totals this morning, 25 people dead, I believe, so far. You know, thousands without power, hundreds of thousands trying to get out or get to safety somewhere. Hundreds of millions of dollars of property damage so far, not to mention just the wildlife that's getting wrecked. And, you know, they're doing their damnedest from what I've seen to protect the direct, like, downtown LA area. But the Pacific Palisades, gone. Couple other sections gone, and I think at least 5 separate fires, maybe 6 separate fires going currently. And like it, no matter how you want to slice it, it's a fucking tragedy because of the human cost involved. Before you even get to the criticizing of politicians and the horrible fucking things that led to this entire thing happening,
Well,
you got to go
that
through
aside, I'm having a hard time convincing myself that this isn't all natural.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. They've been fucking homeless have been setting fires.
Yeah.
They know it. There's reports everywhere. Even while the fires are happening, I know at least Whitney Cummings talked about it. Like homeless people pouring gasoline down the fucking sewer pipes and wanting to light it on fire. So
Dude, it's
fire
the
will go
purge.
underground. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Was it 5 separate that started it?
That-
Like all different places?
I mean, you got like at least 5 separate fires started over the course of a couple days, but the first 2 fires were like
So now they're
12
just
hours.
keeping them going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wind, I mean, the Santa Ana wind's blowing anywhere from 70 to 100 miles an hour are what's spreading it more than anything.
It was like
But new-
30,000 acres.
More than that. I mean, the initial fire was like 1,000
They've been
acres.
calling for years to let them start clearing underbrush and stuff like that.
A
And they just-
specific president was calling for that.
Yeah.
And then they told him he's an idiot and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sure.
And then even 3 months ago when he was on Joe Rogan, he mentioned it.
Even in our beloved Piney Woods here, that happens. That gets done to keep shit like that.
Ever since 2011, 2012,
Yes,
when we
well.
had the massive wildfires and it affected here locally. Because I was driving, when that happened, when the massive fire destroyed Bastrop, we were in Austin.
Yeah.
And we were heading back not knowing what was going on. And we couldn't get down fucking 280 or 290.
We got off work at the jail, walked out. There was a haze in there, and
Yeah.
someone said, "What's that?" And then one of our sergeants went, "That's magnolia burning."
Yeah. And guess who was driving back in that too?
Yeah.
So we couldn't come down 105 to get here because the traffic was being diverted. So we went all the way down to where basically 1488 hit Highway 6, basically went that way. And then we hit massive traffic coming that way because the fire was reaching fucking 1488 in Magnolia. I think it took us 10 hours to get back from fucking Austin.
Well, a late friend, Jackie, he lived a quarter mile from, he was a quarter mile away from getting wrapped up in it. I mean, just not good.
Yeah, pull the mic towards you, buddy. You got room.
Anyway,
There you go.
but anyway, he was so close to having his property got, and you drive just a quarter mile down the road from his house, and it's all black, or it was.
Yeah. Well,
That area is just finally looking normal again.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like a couple of years ago, there were still a few standing burnt trees, but they went through and cleared out a lot of that just by chance.
I'm talking mainly secondary growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, secondary growth has regrown in, but I'm saying like they actually went through and actively like took out a lot of the still standing half burnt trees. That is still crazy that they were still upright all these years later.
Speaking of burnt,
But
did you
I had
see
to-
our current sheriff. He posted from a storm a couple weeks ago. Lightning hit a tree right like 5 feet from his house and was sitting there on fire.
Cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
Wait, is that the current sheriff that
Well-
disappeared?
No,
Oh, who am I thinking of?
Doolittle just took over.
Oh, the new
Yeah.
the new sheriff.
Our current sheriff.
That's why I didn't realize he had taken over. That's why I was confused. I
Yeah,
was
he-
like,
the-
I'm
they-
pretty sure everybody wanted lightning to strike that guy.
they had their mass
house.
swearing in early last week.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that would be why I'm not aware of. The elections happened and all that.
You know, if only they can get the department back on track. I spent 8 years in that department, working in the jail.
Yeah.
And if they get that department back on track, start getting people coming back that will run off, and change the uniforms for God's sakes. Who in their right mind would make deputies wear all black in Texas summers? I mean, it's insanity. Get them back to the tans, put them on the pearl bottom straw hats, and let them do their job like they're supposed to.
I got no opinion.
No opinion.
But I do have an opinion on fires because guess who had to go to work the next day while Magnolia was still on fire?
You were still running?
And I was the far end. My area was the far end of Magnolia.
Did you grab a mask at least?
Did not have a mask. I was fine most of the day because the fires were on the north end of West Magnolia. So I was working middle of Magnolia, a few miles south of there. It was still kind of hazy all day. But then I noticed it started getting smokier and smokier as the day went on. And the thing was, I did not know is that the fire had hopped the highway and was slowly burning its way towards me. And, I was servicing this area. So I was out there for like all day. And I go into this massive neighborhood and I'm back in there for a while. I don't even know how much work to do back there. And I notice after like an hour, I haven't seen another car. I haven't seen people. All I know is getting smokier and smokier. I had already taken my towel off my, I had it tied up to wipe my face. I soaked it in water and wrapped it around my face to keep the smoke out of keep from inhaling all the smoke. But I just kept working. And then I run into a Montgomery County sheriff, or it might have been a Magnolia cop, either way, patrolling the neighborhood. And he flags me down. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Working. What are you doing?" He's like, "Dude, we evacuated this area. The fire's a mile that way." Either way, so I call my boss and I said, "Hey, I still got work to do out here, but they told me they've evacuated this neighborhood and they've been keeping people from coming in, and the fires are coming this way. What should I do?" It's like, "Well, how much do you have left?" And I'm like, "I don't know, about 10 customers." And he's like, yeah, go ahead and get out of there." I was like, you could tell they were still wanting me to just get the work done. And it's like, I'm gonna just go ahead and drive back. And it was ridiculous, man. Like, by the time I get out and I start heading back out 1488 towards the freeway, like it's still like a beautiful day elsewhere. So I actually have pictures on my Facebook that comes up every year. I take a picture of my rear view mirror of the gigantic smoke cloud in the crystal clear sky,
Oh, so you never got close to the active fire.
It was closer than I would have liked.
Right.
Because the trailer park that was on the other side of the trees had burnt to the ground.
Shit.
Like obviously everybody got out because it was slow moving, but still spreading. Like we didn't have Santa Ana winds, but it was enough wind to blow the embers. And like I worked the next area over the week later after they allowed people to go back in. And I'm seeing like melted fences, a couple burned homes where they just couldn't stop it. But the best part, it was a brand new neighborhood. And you could see and I got the story directly from them. The firefighters, they couldn't do much because there's no hydrants where they were. So they literally had the people's hoses off their houses and they were watering the lawn. Oh. So when I went back through, you see a very hard line of burnt grass where they literally stopped the fire right before it melted the house. Like the plastic hose reel is melted and the fucking water is like right there. Oh, like no. It literally got there. They had people turning their sprinklers on, their yard sprinklers, just to fight the fucking fires to keep their houses alive. So they saved the houses, but everything around the house is burnt. And that sucked because that was like a brand new fucking neighborhood. Imagine just putting up a brand new home that was actually affordable back then. And then it burned to the fucking ground. Don't like a month later.
We still can't afford shit right now.
I know. I mean, how do you think we feel? Yeah, we don't want to still be in this apartment.
Yeah, we're trying to build. And yeah. Damn it. Everything 400, 425. No.
Just wait for the foreclosures next year.
But we can't move a foreclosed house onto our property.
No. Well, you could. It might be cheap.
So we thankfully got ours. Actually, we're at the good time, good rate, and everything. So with that last bit that we could that time.
Yeah.
After that, everything's expensive.
When did you get it?
You have to ask. 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before the new.
Right after.
Yeah.
Before the rates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right after Ray Lynn lived next to y'all, right?
No.
Okay.
She lived down the road, but
okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't know you had any more there.
Small town shit.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, it's just like because we see the damage that happened here, not to mention just the fucking national forest that burned thoroughly. I mean, if you still go through the north end of Montgomery, where the fire went through there by 1375, you can still see the bottom of the trees are all still toasty, but they didn't die. They just blew out all the underbrush. And then, of course, now we do the controlled burns every fucking year, but it's nowhere near as extreme as the year after that where they really needed to do it.
Yeah.
Because I remember having, once again, because I worked Magnolia for years before we lost that area. And I would have to be driving down 1488 towards the freeway and be driving through the fucking controlled burn area, which was, you know, that sucks just as bad, you know, because it's just smoky all fucking day, except you know why.
Right.
And you know it's not getting out of control because they're doing it at a reasonable time, you know?
I don't know. Maybe one of these days when I start running hay on that top 100, we might do a controlled burn just to reset everything and actually plant new seed and get everything going. So that'll be fun.
See what crops up. See what crops up from the burn. You know.
Boom.
Well, that's the cool thing is that fires are natural. They're supposed to happen.
They are.
And then when you don't have them for a decade and then all that underbrush has been fucking smothering plants and God knows what else, and then there's no fire, and then
Everything's
is one.
matted and thatched in and so interwoven that when it goes up, it just hits hard.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
I almost fucked up when we lived actually next door. They actually had a burn pile there. I didn't realize they actually had hay underneath it.
What?
Yeah. And I went to burn it for the first time, and I was like, I was going to get some limbs and everything down. That son of a bitch went boom up. I'm like, oh, crap. And I'm like, calling. I was like, hey, what happens if the fire department can't get here in time? Do you got a hose? Yes. Like,
Do you have a
shit,
hose?
Shit. Yeah, thank you.
Pee on it.
Yeah, it's not very long, though.
Get your sink hose and just be like,
Stop.
Yeah. I was told to pee on it.
hey, look, if the LAFD can be filling up purses with water to fight fires, you could figure something out.
Well, it sucked as a pasture
Yeah, right there.
right next door.
It would.
It would
everything would
take
just
everything. I was like, crap, and it was dry as shit.
run for the pond.
Yeah. Yes.
I was running, coming back from a load out past Lano, and somebody's trailer either was dragging chains or a bearing was going out.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing sparks on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And they were setting fires on the side of the road all the way down the highway.
I've seen that.
So me and about 15 people were taking turns leapfrogging, grabbing shovels, blankets, and just putting out fire.
So you're in traffic, having to stop and put out fire.
Literally, we're leapfrogging, working together, getting it squared away. And we finally rolled into town and saw the dude pulled over, and his shit was half on fire, and they were arresting him. And
Dude, I sent a video to Sean the other day because I saw an 18-wheeler that one of his brakes or something was locked up, and it was just fucking smoking. Like he's sitting at a red light out there off 149 before you get to town. And no, I'm sorry, off 105
a
before you
hair's
get to
breadth
town.
away from ignition. Yeah.
I mean, it was smoking, and I could smell it like grease fire. It was like, so probably wheel bearing or a wheel seal. And it was like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like, how do you not know?
Yeah, that particular warning light's not good.
No, no. Well, I mean, it's like it's like when you see somebody whose diff has run out of fucking gear oil a million miles ago, and it's literally the pumpkin is on fire.
Right.
Like, this is not the jack-o'-lantern I wanted to see today. If you've ever, I remember somebody, I forgot who told me this. This was way back in the day when I worked at Papa John's, and he said he was following a dude going down I-45 by the Woodlands, like Oak Ridge area, and he could see the gears inside. It was like it was so hot, the rear cover of the diff had melted, and he could just see the gears, and everything was just completely. How it hadn't locked up yet, I have no idea.
Was it a Chevy?
I don't remember. It was a dually. I remember that. It was a big damn truck. But it's like
those Chevy diffs are so simple. They're almost unbreakable
Yeah.
until you grind away the teeth and there's nothing grabbing.
But we usually like it when the teeth are gone.
Little gummy diff. You more cracking.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But either way, thoughts and prayers for all the people in California, and horrible bad words for all the politicians in California.
Yes.
Because those are thoughts you can simultaneoally have. You don't have to say that everyone in California is a shithead and they deserve it.
Well, in a nutshell, they went for progression and what's the term? Equality?
Equity.
Equity over merit and, the experience.
Well, even beyond.
That's exactly what they did with that fire chief.
Well, that too, and the fact that all 5 fire chiefs of the area or captains in the area are all women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do? Put it out.
It's like, it's not that women can't do the job or can't be good at the job, but when you are hiring people based on their genitalia or skin color, not whether or not they can actually do the job.
Which should be the only qualifying factor.
Yeah, and frankly, I want a big burly motherfucker who can get through a fire with with all the tools necessary and carry my fat ass out if I'm unconscious. Unfortunately, if you hire a woman who's 140 pounds soaking wet, wearing 80 pounds of gear, trying to fight upstairs, she's not going to be able to save you. That's just the truth of
So
it.
what are they doing now? Just lowering the standard?
Yeah, same thing to do with the military.
Yeah, same thing they've done in
No. Hold on. Here,
schools.
hold on. Let's be fair here. They're not lowering the standard. They're eliminating the standard.
Oh shit.
There is no standard. The only standard is don't hire white guys. So hold on. You know, podcaster, radio legend Adam Carolla, right?
I know Adam Carolla. I've listened to him for years.
He applied, wanted to be a firefighter in LA. They told him he couldn't, and it was effectively because he was white.
When was this?
Years ago.
Okay, when he was still doing Loveline and all
But
that.
this was still years ago when he was young enough to be truly a
Yeah.
firefighter. Now he's like fucking 65 something or other.
Yeah, when he was doing his construction phase, started
Yeah.
doing Loveline and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And even back then, I think the story goes, he had applied and had been waiting forever for a callback, like years waiting on a fucking callback. He goes in there and he's finally going in for an actual interview, and there's a black woman there. And he said, "Oh, hey, how long are you?" He's like, "Are you here for the firefighter position?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm interviewing here." He's like, "Oh, how long have you been waiting?" She said, 3 weeks. They literally basically brought her in.
Yeah.
He's been waiting years. He was a qualified dude, had been waiting years to fucking do the job. So yeah, these DEI initiatives and everything like that. Also, the irony being that they put the quote unquote environment over fire prevention, because heaven forbid, the fact they didn't refill the reservoirs, even though weeks ago they were warned to do so, because they know it's fire season. Duh, it's California. The Santa Ana winds were apparently actually a little later than normally. Normally they're tail end of November into December. Now it's tail end of December into January. So technically, they had more time to prepare. They didn't do it. Trump had already mentioned redivert water from up north, from the river, and from that fucking, not bay, what's the word I'm looking for?
Reservoir.
It's not a reservoir. It's a natural like inlet area. It's not a bay. It's something, I can't remember the word I'm looking
A
for.
lake.
It's not a lake. It's an open-ish body of water. It goes out to the ocean. But
Oh,
the
an
thing is-
inlet.
yeah, kind of. So they have that area that they have the fresh water from the stream coming down into this bay, quote unquote, and then they have the salt water from the ocean coming in, making brackish water so that these stupid ass fucking fish can survive. And because they need that balance to be exactly right, they said, no, we can't. We have to redivert this river here. We can't let that water keep going south to the cities that fucking need it.
Oh, poor fish,
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. It's
no,
like,
these fish have to survive. Let the city burn.
yeah. It's like, well, we already know, and with the progressives, people are the problem. We need to save the earth. That's why you have to.
No, people aren't the problem. White men are.
No, just people in general. Well, Bill Gates thinks just people existing is the problem.
Of
We have to save the earth for the earth's sake.
Well, he's already been doing his best to eliminate as many as possible.
Nah, he could try harder.
He could,
I mean, he's already tried.
but then it'd be obvious.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Let's put on our tinfoil hats for a minute. He tried to kill people with vaccines across the world.
Of course,
It didn't work.
some of us don't.
Neither way did it work. It didn't work to help as a vaccine, and it didn't work to necessarily kill
Well,
the
it
amount
doesn't
of.
work if you don't listen either.
Well,
so.
technically speaking, the vaccine wasn't necessarily supposed to kill you. It was just not supposed to allow you to reproduce, in theory, because you don't want to make more people, because heaven forbid. But if the environment truly mattered, then we would be doing something about India and China polluting so fucking bad, rather than forcing all Western countries to get rid of their fossil fuels and coal.
Let's talk about overpopulation.
Yeah. So the most heavily populated countries on the earth, like literally India and China make up more than a third of the population of the fucking planet, period. They do the most pollution, whether that's into the water or into the air. There's no regulation.
Yeah, the entire Eurasian continent. Yeah.
Yeah. They literally have not the Eurasian. Europe end of it actually is under that section where they have to get rid of all their good fuels.
Oh,
and
shit.
get rid of it. Yeah, so they had to get rid of nuclear. They had to get rid of coal. They got to get rid of fossil fuels.
Why nuclear?
Because scary, Jeff.
Fuck scary efficient.
Because Chernobyl happened once.
Once. Just put it in the middle of nowhere,
That's what I said. It was like, dude, there's literally Siberia where nothing is.
Oh, we can take most of Oklahoma and make it our power generation.
Montana. There's nothing in fucking Montana or South Dakota or any of that shit, but
Yeah.
you could build fucking Idaho. Probably there's chunks of it that are fucking useless. Or I don't know, Portland. Let's just put a big one downtown Portland.
There you go.
We don't need people to live there. We just need it to generate power for the fucking West Coast. But I mean, it's fucking ridiculous that
And one of these days, I do want to see a Portland hipster with 3 tits. Yeah.
only if they're blue. Only if they're blue. I mean, nowadays they're willing to do surgeries for anything, so you can just have a 3rd tit installed. I mean, getting a 3rd nipple is the hard part.
I'd be cool with 1. You know.
I mean, you have 2. You got 1 low tit. There you go. That's not a belly button. That's a fucking nipple. Once it becomes an outie.
I've never seen an innie.
Weird offshoot there. Have you ever seen inverted nipples? Like on a woman?
No.
Like
No.
that is a thing.
Hmm?
You ever seen it?
No.
It's very strange looking, as one would think, because they are innies. And I have seen it once in person. Yeah, seriously. I'd be
You
like,
just wanna
can
poke
we
it."
can we just pull that out?
Come here.
How do you
Don't
pop it out?
scream. Yeah.
Like I will not name the young lady. I mean, she's not young anymore, but I will not name the lady involved here. But whenever we were having this party that kind of ended a whole bunch of friendships all at once, because there was wanton nudity and other activities happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to participate in this. Thank you. So she had already gotten naked in the pool, and I was fairly certain she was looking for someone else. I just happened to be the one who walked up on her because until she realized it was me, she was flaunting. And then she goes, "Oh, geez,
Ew.
yeah." Not, I mean, it wasn't ew, but it was fucking. Oh my, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what the fuck ever? It was like, but yeah, no, she definitely had inverted nipples. It was fucking weird. Thank God it was dark-ish and I didn't have my glasses on because I can sort of just. Yeah, I can wipe it mostly from my memory.
So you're not even sure they were inverted.
Oh, they were definitely like she was from me to you. There's like no mistaking it if it's just like blurry. I mean, like you can tell when there's like a
Oh God, there's some drunken asshole at that party going, "I'm gonna fuck that nipple."
They were all drunk at that point. So, but this was the party that ended our friendship with that group of people.
Fun.
Yeah, because at this point, I was like my ex. She wasn't my ex yet at this point, but we were trying to save our relationship, and she wanted to participate. And as soon as clothes started coming off, I'm like, nope,
Gotta go.
we're not playing this game. And then she didn't realize how pissed off I was until I fucking said, if you take your fucking clothes off, I'm leaving you here. Don't worry about me anymore.
Right.
And then it's when she realized, she put her fucking top back on. Now, mind you, she was just in the pool, but I was just like, okay, but my other guy friends are in the pool with you. You know, the other girls are naked already. 2 of the guys are naked, which I found out a little bit later. It's like, okay, I already know where this movie goes.
Right.
I don't want to participate. It's like, sorry. So, you know, eventually she fucking calmed down and then we got out of there later. And then, you know, whatever happened after we were gone, I don't really give a fuck, you know. But at that point, I'm just like, look, we're trying to lead a better life and try to build a fucking family together. How about we not kick it off with an orgy with other fucking people? Might be a problem, you know, because everybody else didn't have kids. You know, so
Oh shit.
yeah, so like we had her daughter, and then our
Someone did after that night.
actually no, what? No. I had to think about it. No, technically speaking, that he didn't get with his wife until way later. But no, that is. I'm trying to think of how the connections went after that. None of those people were still with their significant other.
Okay.
That's how shitty those things all went back then. It's like
For real,
weird.
things
think
can
it
go
ever works
bad in
out.
a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, hey guys, you know, you're all in your late 20s, fine, but there's some boundaries being crossed.
Shit's
at
about
this
to get
fucking
weird
point. Yeah, well, it's already getting weird.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was also where that particular friend told me that I should be a good boyfriend and let my girlfriend have a girlfriend.
Huh.
Yeah, it was after that moment, but yeah. So I was like, at that point, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with these motherfuckers. They can get their fucking lives straight if they want. So either way, fucking A. Slightly lighter topics.
No, genocide. Yeah.
Genocide. Let's talk about some genocide. No, I'm just kidding. So how about them Jews? I'm just kidding.
Love me a bagel.
I mean, yes. I'm just kidding.
Had one this morning.
Cut that out of me. Either way. I don't know. Should we get into a serious topic or just go on to TV shows?
Go for the serious topic, then we'll bring it back up.
Okay, because you two are both dads. I don't know if y'all got a chance to read the
I
fucking
tried.
story.
I had to sign up for something, so I said,
Okay.
fuck you.
All right, so I shared
Explain it.
So I shared a video on this.
Educate us, Kevin. Shoky.
No, you can call me Kevin. That's fine. We're over that point.
Fine. Thank God.
Well, you called me Kevin all last week, and then all during the fucking other thing, so it's fine. I don't care. I still introduce myself as Shoky, but it doesn't matter as long as we don't talk about where I work.
Never again.
Yes, because I can be fired. That's why I don't talk about it. Talk about it in vagaries. Either way.
So I should mention you work at Hooters. Yeah.
I mean, if I worked at Hooters, you wouldn't have to mention it.
You
I'd
rock
just
them
be asking
shorts
for
all
tips.
day, man.
Look, they didn't say they said I didn't have to wear the shorts to work in the kitchen, but
But you insisted.
they make my butt look good. So either way, things that
Smuggling
won't
nuggets.
make your butt look good is Pakistani rape gangs.
That's bad.
Yeah. So this is a problem that the UK has been dealing with now for entirely too long and has been kept a pretty hefty secret from most people. That effectively, and I'm saying it out loud, Pakistani people migrating there, especially, and I forgot the exact neighborhood. I'll have to pull up the details here, but it was
Chatsworth.
I forgot what it was, but fuck it, hold on, let me pull that up. So I want to get
Pull it up and educate us accurately.
Yeah, I don't want to.
We'll wait a little bit for accuracy
The only time.
and not a bunch of
No, I'm gonna ums.
Quit umming.
Um.
Stupid ummer.
That sounds racist somehow. Bert Gummer. Oh, I just now saw those things says you will wrestle him for it. Of course you will.
I ain't wrestling for nothing.
Indian leg wrestle. Where did I fucking, there it is. All right, so this article is from the Telegraph. All right, so how the grooming gang scandal was covered up. So they knew that this was happening.
Did you say the grooming gang?
Grooming gangs
And it's not a bunch of hairdressers.
no, it's not that kind of grooming. It's the kind where they get children to enjoy having sex with adults.
See, I was lost on that too when I saw that. I was like,
You were thinking
what?
hairdressers,
Yeah, I was
West
thinking
Side
that too.
Story,
I was
you
trying
know?
to figure out what was going on with that.
Well, look at it this way. Consider it like the minor attracted persons that they say here, otherwise known as pedophiles.
Okay,
I'll say the word
actively
out.
searching.
Yes.
Okay.
So, this is this article here. How the grooming gang scandal was covered up. This is the Telegraph from the UK, mind you. So they're reporting on shit going on in their own country. Let's see here. Safeguarding Minister Jess Phillips' decision to block a public inquiry into the Oldham grooming gangs, that's the neighborhood, Oldham, seems from the outside to be almost inexplicable. Children were raped and abused by gangs of men while the authorities failed to protect them. Now, the area in reference is only from 2011 to 2014. And if I recall from when I read this, they had a case of, or they, under that amount of time, at least 1,000 children were being raped in this area. And it's not a, like, oh, it's just a little thing. You really dig into this article, one of the more graphic parts here, I will bleep slightly for everyone else, but for you gentlemen, I will say, because this young 12-year-old girl's asshole was too tight, they put in a pump to stretch out her asshole so that multiple men could fit in it. So they were mostly raping young girls, you know, from the ages of, like, say, 10, 11, up into their teens. Generally speaking, they also would stop doing things effectively once they were of age, because there's also a story in here of one young girl who did get pregnant, mentioned it to the guy, said they were going to authorities, and then she ended up dead. You know, other ones, they went for abortions and stuff like that. Now, mind you, these are mostly all single Pakistani men for the most part, but some of them have marriages, quote unquote. And so because you can only have sex with your wife so much, there's all kinds of rules in their culture about that. So they also tend to groom young men as well for sex, and or young boys, I should say, for sex. And then in this case, they're using almost exclusively white girls because they're around, because they're in the UK. So basically, this went on for a very long time. I forget when they first initially... to be specific, the pump was so that she could be gang raped by 5 to 6 men. Sorry, there you go. And at one point had 4 men inside her, at least.
Shit.
And and here's the other thing, and a ball gag to keep her quiet. So that's one hole not being used, and there were 4 men inside her, and this poor 12-year-old girl. So just so you know. And these men have not been arrested for the most part, and they've definitely not been deported. The authorities are very much aware of this, have been aware of it for a very long time, and for the reasons of basically it not looking politically incorrect, or it looking politically incorrect to prosecute a whole bunch of quote-unquote Asian men, they basically won't do it because it looks racist to punish these men for doing these things in their cities.
Yeah, who the fuck needs to prosecute?
Once again, this is one small township.
Yeah.
Not London, not, other places. This is one small township they're talking about.
This is from 2011 that started.
Why
this?
the hell?
That's the section they looked at was from 2011 to 2014, but there's so much more. Like in Telford, which is another town, Lucy Lowe died at 16 alongside her mother and sister when her abuser set fire to her home in 2000. She had given birth to his son when she was 14 and pregnant when she was killed. Didn't do anything.
Why aren't the men of those communities rising up and handling business?
Oh, they did. They were arrested.
What? Really?
I'm not joking. They arrest the fathers or husbands for going after these guys that they know by name. They figure out who it is. They've tracked them down. A group of dads figured out where it was going on based on what the kids said, tracked them down, called the authorities. The authorities arrested them.
No, I'm not talking about filing a fucking complaint.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that, well, it's the UK. They can't do that anyways.
They should.
They can be killed by people, but they're not allowed to do anything to stop people from killing them. Because remember, you can't even own a gun over there.
All I need is me and 100 of my buddies. We'll take care of that in a few weeks.
Yeah, you would think it would go that well, especially with like it. There's some rowdy boys over there.
There are some rowdy boys that like to throw down.
Yeah. So
There are gangs over there. That's all they fucking do.
Sorry, I need to correct myself. It actually says at least 1,000 girls were abused in the town between 1980 and 2009. Sorry, it was not in that 3-year period. I apologize for being
But
incorrect there.
football clubs, just the fans of football clubs.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. Certain people have been, let's see here. Okay. It had at least 1,000 girls were abused in the town between 1980 and 2009, yet even this conservative estimate was disputed by authority figures, with West Mercia Police Superintendent Tom Harding insisting that's a town, was West Mercia. Tom Harding, not to be confused with Tom, the other one. In 2018, the figure was sensationalized, but the independent reviewer later found it entirely plausible. So the cops literally said, no, that's not real. That's not happening. And then the actual person going in and reviewing all this shit said, nope, pretty sure that's possible. And more than likely. So basically, like, without going even further into this, everybody should definitely read through this, because it talks about many different towns and the different years that things were looked into and how the councils or the cops were covering it up or doing nothing in the first place, or punishing witnesses or people trying to protect others. Some people have just moved on and tried to get out of there and help the kids deal with the best they can. Like this one right here, Rotherham is another town where some really, really horrendous stuff has gone down. And in 2014, 2015, they were once again doing inquiries and things were getting shut down right and left. Basically, like, people have said, like, hey, we want this shit looked into. And then they go, we've discovered that nothing is going on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, we at the FBI have discovered that there's nothing wrong with the FBI, right? So, who else is supposed to look at it, right? If it's not your local government, you got to call the bigger government to come in and look at them. And then once again, it's all just collusion nonsense.
Oh, that's a town that needs Batman.
Batman would only be able to do so much.
But still, I know people don't like to, advocate vigilanteism, but fuck, they can't arrest you all.
Well, they can try.
They can try, but they won't arrest everybody if you just rise up as a group and start handling business. And that's unacceptable.
And we are not calling anyone to action, specifically YouTube. But we're saying that
Sure, we're not.
it could happen.
It could.
That such things could happen in theory, but not in a call to action.
I don't know. That just gets me angry.
It should. It should get you angry. But here's the fucked up part. We're getting angry here.
Why?
They're not allowed to be angry there. No, they're getting angry there. They're not allowed to because people like to think that the UK, bastion of Western freedoms in the fucking European area. Nope. That fucking place is like fucking authoritarian as hell. They don't have freedom of speech. They don't have freedom of fucking defense. You can't have fucking firearms. They're about to outlaw knives.
Yeah, they are illegal.
Yeah.
Pocket knives, like the shit I carry on me every day, I'd get arrested for.
Yeah, but over there they had to leave them legal, and then of course that just ended up with all the stabbings, the mass stabbings in public because there's like all those scary guns, But it's just the idea
All
that
you got to do is run a fucking pickup.
Yeah. Well, let's not mention that after what happened on New Year's.
Yeah.
Way to be insensitive, Jeff.
No, it happened in France too.
Yes, I know, but specifically happened in New Year's here, in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which they still kind of have let that kind of slide a little bit. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Though more is coming out about the guy in Las Vegas, but just that fucking shit going down. Now, here's the thing. We're talking about the uncontrolled and unbridled immigration into the UK and Europe from other countries.
Which makes ours look like a trickle.
Not by numbers, but by impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we have a mass immigration problem. We have a multicultural problem here. Oh, by the way, that was the thing. That was the real specific thing was they need it to be okay, quote unquote, on the surface so that they can prove that multiculturalism is possible.
Isn't that what this country was founded on anyway?
No.
Multiculturalism? We are a melting pot.
Yes, but multiculturalism is not a melting pot. Multiculturalism is New York City, where you've got Chinatown, Greek Town, where everybody breaks off into their segments and they do their own thing.
Well, that's only natural. That's human nature.
You're proving my point.
Yeah.
Multiculturalism is not possible. You have to assimilate. When you refuse to assimilate, you refuse to follow local laws. That's the problem here right now that we're having with extreme, what's the word I'm looking for here? Muslims, Islam. The Islamic extremists come here and they start enacting Sharia law and ignore our laws of our country. And they're doing it everywhere. I don't really have a specific problem with peaceful Muslims. They just want to live life like everyone else. The fucking extremists want to kill you because you are the infidel.
Yeah, we've touched on that. Don't get me started.
I'm not going to get you started.
Please don't.
But that's why multiculturalism, that version, does not function. If you do not assimilate, you do not melt into the pot, you just become your own little niche of a fucking thing. Mm-hmm. And once you get to a certain number of people, the laws of the area no longer apply. Because you outnumber the police. They literally can't. That's the problem with this in the UK. There's not enough police to even do anything because they now outnumber them. And I brought this up. I don't think I brought it up last week. I brought it up to somebody else. In Ireland, in 2021, what do you think the most common new baby name was? Ireland.
Probably Muhammad.
It was Muhammad. They had such an influx of Islamic people into Ireland that the most common name of a newborn child is Muhammad. In Ireland. The whitest fucking place outside of Sweden. Now, Sweden, on the other hand, because they refuse multiculturalism and they barely let anybody into their fucking country, they're just...
Now I want to hear Pashtun or Dari spoken with an Irish accent.
How about new? But I mean, the whole world isn't open for the whole world.
Yeah.
Not to be racist about anything, but there are groups of people that probably can never get along because their cultures are designed to exclude the other. And not because they're specifically a different skin color, but because their religious beliefs and their cultural beliefs literally tell you that anything other needs to be destroyed. That's a problem, unfortunately.
This conversation goes further to prove how grateful I am that we, the three of us, geographically are so insulated from a lot of this.
Now you say that, except that it does happen in schools.
It's true, but in general, we're insulated from a lot of that extra bullshit the world has to go through, or even the rest of the country.
But we are down the street from it.
Yeah.
Because it's happening in Houston. No problem. It's happening in the Woodlands to a degree. But you know, it's a scaling problem.
I guess since Chad and I, we're small town.
Yeah.
We're disconnected from a lot of it. We really are.
Yeah. But we're also very much focused on just living our little lives.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
Well, like everybody should. Mind your own business, take care of your family, and don't hurt anybody. That's it.
yeah. But see, this is the argument I got into Ricky a long time ago, because he said he didn't give a shit about a lot of this stuff that's going down because it's not happening at his front door. I was like, okay, but it's happening 4 streets over. That's still going to be your problem soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's like not caring about the fire because it's in the next valley. It's like, it's not burning here. I'm good. And then you step outside or you look out the window and it's like that fucking video. There's 2 dudes trapped in their house with their dog. And it's just literally a fire hurricane outside. Like, you can ignore the problem about that far because before it's literally a firestorm outside.
Wait for
Well,
the wind
it's
to
going to
change.
come knocking on my
Yeah.
door. Mark my words. 20 minimum 20 years from now, my property that we're going to be building on that 100 acres is going to be surrounded.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm going to be that crazy psycho going, get the fuck off my property.
Yeah, and then they'll come after you.
Good luck.
It's like, see, the problem. It's nice when you're far enough away from quote unquote civilization that you can maintain your way of life without interference from a lot of other places.
Mm-hmm.
But because the city is encroaching more and more, you know, as I sit here on the edge of the
Well,
city.
that's why we left Cut and Shoot.
Yeah.
It's getting too crowded.
Well, that and driving out there's a nightmare right now.
Fuck it.
God,
Once they got 105 open, it'll be fucking nice.
Yeah, once it's 5 lanes total.
Yeah, but dude, the neighborhoods going in over there, right where you used to live, they've got a fucking another like 900 home neighborhood.
What, the deer park and all that back there?
No, it's
There's so many others going
Crockett
on.
Martin North.
Crockett Martin and Willis Waukegan, they're going in left and right.
It's massive
I
back
drove
there.
down there before and I was like, holy crap, where'd this come from?
It doesn't look like it used to. It used to be
No.
middle of nowhere. Now it's like literally like the suburbs right
I
next
one
to
of my
trailer
favorite.
parks.
I can't go there. One of my favorite Mexican restaurants, the Boat, next to the Fun Center.
Yeah.
One of the best shrimp bowls I've ever fucking had in my life.
Is that place even open?
Yes.
Okay, I've never seen anybody there.
If you like shrimp and a good shrimp bowl, go.
I don't. Jessica will.
Yeah. But anyway,
She
they're
loves
good.
shrimp. I mean, like just being fair, yeah, she loves shrimp.
But it's kind of like the Mexican mixed with the Thai or Korean style, where they're dredged in the sauce and all that stuff.
Multiculturalism
Still,
in a bowl.
fat kid happy.
Very much so. Speaking of fat kid happy, let's get off of this subject.
Please.
And talk about the fun times we had fucking Saturday night
Yes, sir.
over here at my fucking birthday party. Yeah, thanks y'all for. Okay, first of all, hold on. You shut up for a minute. Chad and I, after last week's episode, we collaborated on an idea. Some would say conspired, because Jeff over here said he wasn't going to make it to the party because he had to work.
Because I work every single Saturday night.
And I was mildly perturbed by this, so I said, if Jeff's not going to make it, I'm going to make a point to try to guilt him into coming. So in the party event, I said, hey, since Jeff's not making it, we're going to do a Cards Against Humanity style game for everyone to come up with a great excuse for why Jeff couldn't come to work. Couldn't come to the party. Something that's better than I just had to work. And then after that idea came up, I had a brilliant brainwave and I said, hey, Chad, with your printing capabilities, how hard would it be to make a life-size cutout of Jefe? And you said,
No problem at all.
yeah. He's like,
Creepy, but no problem.
he literally said, easy, just give me a full body high-res photo. And I got it back to you, I think, like within a couple hours.
Yep.
Because I had to ask your wife for a picture. She couldn't find a good picture of you, weirdly.
Because she never takes pictures of me.
She had the picture of you.
I don't think my wife likes me.
No.
To be honest.
Well, so the only picture she had was the one you had just taken in your
I take
new
more
shirt.
pictures of me than she does.
Yes, luckily that your weight loss picture from your Facebook profile is the one that I turned into what I will show here on the screen right now. Our new friend Jefe.
Chief.
So Jefe attended the party. I'm so happy you made it before Amy showed up. So everybody, most people showed up, and then Chad and family showed up, bringing in the Jefe. And then everybody who was already there was very confused as to why. Because I had only told 3 people total that this was happening.
Yeah, they're like, "Why are you
Poor
bringing
Jordan.
him in? What is this?"
Was Jordan one of the very confused people?
No, I told Jordan.
Okay.
Because I had to pick Jordan up for the party, so I told him what was coming.
Oh, it was Jamie going.
Yeah, Jamie was very confused.
Now, transporting it was another. Fun
Yes.
issue. That was issue.
I thought
funny.
maybe you'd have made a foldable version, but
No.
I'm not out of that material, obviously.
Was there a cardboard of the mean guy?
Yes, very. So Jefe got set up in the corner, and then I think 15 minutes later, not even, like, doorbell rings. It's Amy, and I'm like, "Oh hey!" And then you fucking pop out, and I'm like, "God damn it!" Because what I was going to do was have everyone take pictures with Jefe. We were going to play the game, and I was going to tack all of the answers for the game onto Jefe for him to walk in on today when he showed up for the show. And then everyone would just have to shut up for the entire weekend, which was probably
That wouldn't have happened.
It actually, everyone was good. Because, I mean, Amy sort of knew and she didn't tell you. So she sort of knew. She didn't quite have it exactly. But
Yeah.
I told him to tell Heidi to not say anything.
Shouldn't have told Heidi. Period.
Yeah, she was kind of there, so it's
Yeah.
like, hard to hide it.
Oh yeah.
And
Kind
had
of hard
bring
to
it
explain.
too,
Yeah,
something
hard to
else.
explain. Hey, what's that for? and then she would have
It's
texted
for later.
And then, yeah. And so she would have texted you, "Hey, you're in the car with us right now," and you've been like, "What?" So you walk in, and luckily you were unloading all the stuff you brought in the kitchen. Amy went in the living room and saw Jefe and started cracking up immediately. And then you're like, "Hey, what are you laughing at?" I was like, "Go see, motherfucker." And your reaction was,
I was bent over, holding on to my knees, laughing my ass off.
I thought you were about to pass the fuck
Yeah,
out.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long.
I thought you might throw up. You were laughing so fucking hard. Unfortunately, no cameras were on.
I
Yeah.
turned the corner
Yeah.
and saw myself and went, "Ah!"
Yeah, he literally did. So
You're a little taller, but
yeah,
it was okay.
slightly.
Look
out
what
of
Jefe
shape.
giant arm.
Yes, yeah.
Look, you and your giant Thanos arm.
You're
Look-
missing the stones.
Look, AI had to help me complete the photo of you because there are no full body images of you. So that picture didn't exist from the fucking crotch down.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that part was not enhanced.
Oh, that's funny.
Unfortunately. So yeah, you nearly fell over. And then when I told you what we were going to do, you fucking fell over laughing again. And like, had I known you were coming, I would have had a camera set up to capture the moment.
But the
So
surprise was
yeah.
that you did know I was coming.
Yes.
I had a feeling.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you had a feeling, but we
Talking
didn't
about
know.
it later with your wife,
Yeah.
she said he was all mad. And said, "Jeff couldn't take just one day off. My best friend couldn't take." I said, "I should have told you."
First of all, I didn't say best friend.
She said,
Sean's my best friend.
but I told
This one,
your
Chad's
wife, I
closer
said,
to-
"I should have told you I was coming, so you just could have got him spun up more and more."
Yeah. Well, no, if you had said, "Hey, by the way, I'm making it," I'd have been like, "Oh, we're fucking setting up the camera." I'd be like rushing Chad to get
But
here.
the
Be
fun
like,
for me was
Yeah.
the surprise of you going, "Fuck,"
yeah. Which I did. I did fucking.
because I
I said,
thankfully
"You stay
walked
the
in.
fuck out."
Damn it!
Yeah, literally, I did. Everybody inside probably wondered why I just
Amy
yelled,
walked in
"Damn it!"
Amy walked in, the doors closed, and I was like, "Wait for me, fucker."
Yeah. No, because you were off to the side, like, and then you popped over. It's like, "God damn it! No, you stay out here."
I tried to hide, but the corner wasn't deep enough.
Yeah, but no, we have pictures of Jeff and Jefe together. Then a few other people. So Jefe was around the party the whole
I
time.
did send the picture of Amy and Jefe
Yeah.
to my dad and mom.
Yeah.
Neither of them realized it wasn't me.
See, when I made it,
Yes.
I took a picture of it and sent it to Heidi, and she thought you were there.
Yeah. She's like, "Why is Jeff?" And you
Yeah.
sent it to me, and I was like, I mean, I knew it was the picture.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh my god!"
But here's the thing.
It looked good.
It looks so good, and like you cut it so close around the margin.
And the shine on the,
the
head
shine on the
sold
head,
it.
it added dimensionality. I was like, that looks like a fucking 3D Jeff. I was like, if it wasn't for the fact the contrast was ridiculous on it, that was after I tweaked it, by the way.
Then-
Like I had to tweak it a lot in
Then
my
I
phone.
further, my mom says, "Hey, looks like you're having a good
Yeah.
time." I sent her the picture of me and Jefe,
Yeah.
and she went, "Why is there's two of you?"
Well, the weird part is Jefe is taller than Jeff.
And better built, apparently.
Yeah. Actually, the legs are pretty stout. They're pretty stout. You have no feet though. So like, you might have to trim off that bottom white part to get the right
Jefe has
size.
diabetes.
Yeah. So I will actually, so guys, right here in the episode, I'm going to cut in the video of us playing the excuse game, the Jefe excuse game. All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming out to the birthday party. Appreciate everyone, even Bailey, who's hiding down there. It's fine. So, everybody, this is Jefe over here in the corner. Everyone who came into the party got to see Jefe already. So, because Jefe wasn't originally going to be here, I collaborated with Chad to make Jefe. So we're going to be playing a game because originally, like I said, Jefe wasn't going to be here because he wasn't going to take off work. So now everyone who's here will participate in the game, and you're going to come up with a better excuse than I had to go to work. You can make this as comedic or as real as you want. Just know that I will be judging. But because the motherfucker is here, he's going to read them. So he ruined the surprise by actually showing up. And unfortunately, we did not get it on video when he got to meet Jefe.
I'm sorry, I was a good friend. I apologize.
Look, we needed you to be a bad friend for once. You ruined the joke. It's fine. We're just going to make content no matter what. So everybody who is here who wants to participate, there are prizes for the first and second place, by the way. So everybody come get a card. And, we might have to share Sharpies because we only have so many. But it is what it is. I'm not going to be participating, but that's fine. But everybody else can. And just take a little time. Nobody show Jefe the answers yet. And then we'll come back and we will read them in the end.
Can we Google funny ones?
You can just come up with them.
Google would be cheating.
Google is cheating. All right, so I have here all of the submissions for why Jefe couldn't make it. Oh, I'm sorry, Jefe did make it. So once again, thanks to Chad for bringing Jefe. So, Jefe,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to technically be the judge, but because you're here, you get to read them. Jeff, why can't you make it to the damn party?
Why couldn't I make it to the party? Jock itch treatment. Yeah.
So you
there
got Gold
go.
Bond. So I'll just buy you Gold Bond. Be here, asshole.
Why can't I make it? I can't go to your party because I have uncontrollable diarrhea and can't stop sneezing.
Wait, I was joking. I didn't read that.
That's a shit cannon.
Yeah. Uncontrollable diarrhea and can't stop sneezing. Okay.
Boom!
Ah, shit.
Once again, explosive diarrhea.
So many unoriginals here.
Right?
And I didn't read any of them. That's just funny.
I couldn't be here because my brother's sister's cousin's uncle 3 times removed, sister-in-law's mistress, Aunt Sarah Lawyer's nephew got arrested.
Wait, a lawyer's nephew got arrested?
Yeah.
He'll be out. So you should
Yeah,
be
he'll
here.
be out soon. He's good.
Look, Todd can fuck off.
Todd?
It would be a Todd.
Yours not Kieran?
No, Kieran's okay.
Okay.
He's just a drunk.
I couldn't come tonight because my wife tied me to the tree with honey and feathers. Apparently I'm still on the bottom 40 screaming.
Which tree?
There's a big one in the bottom, right where the creeks converge. Yeah.
Okay. Left out for the ants. Good enough.
And the coyotes. And
Well, they're okay.
I had to walk my goldfish. Okay?
You don't have a goldfish.
See you here. I couldn't be here because I had to polish my gun barrel. Yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
Polish my gun barrel. If you polish it too much, it'll go off. Yeah.
As long as you polish the right side, unlike dually wheels.
No friendly fire.
Yeah.
Don't use your toothbrush.
I couldn't be here tonight because I had a prostate exam.
At night?
At night,
You got that nightly doctor finger?
maybe that wasn't a real doctor.
That was your uncle, cousin, sister, lawyer.
Yeah. Couldn't be here tonight. Training for a marathon. Who the fuck's dreaming?
Marathon
I was told years ago I had runner's feet. I said, damn it, I got the wrong feet.
I thought you just said runner's penis.
Still wrong penis.
Different kind of marathon.
All right, last one.
I had a poop explosion.
Okay, so we got a lot of explosive
A
diarrhea.
lot of shitheads.
A lot of shitheeds. Okay, so I'll figure out. All right, so I can figure out the top 2. So,
Oh my god.
I got my top 2. I just got to figure out which one I like the best. Okay, now you have technically used this excuse. Monday.
Yes.
So, the number 2, ironically, goes to uncontrollable diarrhea and can't stop sneezing.
I believe the term I use is gastrointestinal distress.
But we knew what you meant. So that's number 2.
Had the sharks.
He had the sharts. And then the winner is he couldn't come tonight because his wife tied him to a tree with honey and feathers. Who had that one? Nice. Good job, Michelle. Baby, you want to divvy out the
That was
prizes?
the nicest handwriting.
Let their shit. Yes. Good job, everybody, for participating in the Why the Hell Isn't Jeff Here, but now he is. So, originally the rules were if Jeff shows up, he gets the prizes, but fuck him because he showed up. No, fuck him, he showed up. So either way, everybody will be getting a picture with Jefe later, so that will be part of the thing. We'll have our family Jefe montage. And if anybody would like to purchase Jefe, hit me up on the internets. We will sell you a Jefe. Signed by Jeff. There you go. The excuse game.
And then I was dragging around Jeef, sticking him in pictures.
So here's the thing: is what I wanted you to come in on today and read the fucking excuses on the episode. Is what was going to happen.
I was mildly disappointed in the excuses.
Dude, apparently we have no creative friends.
Everybody was he had to poop.
Yeah. Which the funny part is they were accurate. Yeah, they were accurate to why you weren't here on Monday.
For real.
But not why you were going to miss the. I mean, they didn't have to guess why you were missing. They just had to come up with a better reason. I was like, the irony being that's why he wasn't there at the show on Monday. It's like he had intestinal distress and other trivial things going on.
They could have come up with something more ridiculous. We were hoping for stupid ridiculous.
Yeah.
Got an emergency call to act as a large animal veterinarian at the Houston Zoo and got injured by a hippo.
Yeah. Or sudden iguana invasion at the apartment. I don't know. Something fucking absurd, anything. But I will give a shout out to other Kevin because he's the only other person who really participated in the actual theme of the party, which was, since it was my 42nd birthday, was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy theme.
That was the fella I've met at the breakfast. Right?
At the yes.
I thought his name was Ben.
No.
Then I'm wrong. Sorry, Kevin.
I don't even know where.
Sorry, not Ben.
Yeah, sorry, not Ben. Okay, so you're gonna call him not Ben from now on, and he's other Kevin. So because actually, so I'm Kevin Prime at our church.
Kevin Prime.
I'm Kevin Prime because I started going there first. So he came in with his family. So
Holy rollers, roll out.
yeah. So he's other Kevin. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. There's OG Kevin, who is a part of the Tomball part of the church. So he's like one of their sound like guys over there. So there was one day where
he's Kevin Light.
Nope.
Oh shit.
He's Kevin Very Dark. Not trying to be rude, being accurate.
Dark mode.
I'm being very. I think that equates to blackface in reality, there, Jeff. No, but for OG Kevin, he's a pretty cool dude. He's not part of our church directly. He's a part of the church system. So, because we're all branches off the original church. But either way, so thanks to everybody who came out. The food was fucking really good. If I'm going to toot my own fucking horn,
Your picanha was good.
that was really good. Lighter on the seasoning than I normally do because I switched it up for that black garlic kind of rub that I picked up.
Then the wife brought the queso and the cheese balls. And
Yeah, those were a little dry, but they're okay.
queso?
No, queso's hard to be dry. It's like, it's not queso.
But if you put queso on the cheese balls, are fantastic.
I actually dipped those in my cheese dip.
Okay.
Did you have my cheese dip?
I did not.
Chad did.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
Didn't have the tomatoes, but the cheese dip itself
it's
was
a caprese.
See, but you eat my tomatoes when I do spaghetti and stuff.
Well, I can have it when it's mixed in with something.
You can't
but
have
I can't actually raw tomatoes.
It's the cooking down, breaking down everything.
Yeah.
That makes it,
So
But I can't have just raw.
because especially when I do it for you, I blend everything up.
Yeah, so you could have the salsa, but you couldn't have,
Yes.
which mine, there's only like 2 tomatoes in there. So that was very pepper heavy salsa, but actually still, I put it on my breakfast sandwich this morning. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking good.
I'm like, what the mean you can't? One of my favorite things I make is spaghetti.
So like,
You love my spaghetti.
I liked your spaghetti till I ruined it.
Till you tried to cook it with soap still in the pot.
That was a problem. But
Yeah.
that was an accident on my part.
Remember last time we all had spaghetti, he took some home?
Yeah.
Long time ago, yeah.
He didn't thoroughly rinse the pot.
No, what I did was there was still beef fat at the bottom of the pot, 'cause something else I had cooked, but I forgot that I had sprayed fucking Dawn in it to break the grease down. It had been sitting for a day, so I didn't think about it. So I just threw the spaghetti in there. Cool, I'm going to have beef fried spaghetti, which is going to be amazing.
So you cleaned your spaghetti.
I cleaned the spaghetti, and I took a bite of it, and I just went, that tastes odd. And then
Because you know if you would have kept eating it, that would have been the worst shit you've ever had in your life.
I mean, shit, if I'm lucky, might not have made it that far.
Colon broom.
No. I mean, like, I took 2 bites of it, realized what I did, threw it away, and then drank a fucking half gallon of milk to fucking
Well,
make sure I wasn't going to die.
Come summer, when the kiddos are off, we're going to have to do Tuesday dinners again. Definitely do Tuesday dinners.
Well, we won't be able to make it.
Yeah.
Well, I might. She won't.
Okay.
Because she has a ladies group on Tuesday. Yeah. So, either way. But the party was great. Somebody got inordinately drunk.
And it wasn't me.
And it wasn't me. And it wasn't Chad.
No, I drove home. I'm good.
Yep.
That'd be my wife.
Yeah. Actually, I think all of our wives were
I
fairly well
have
drunk.
to agree on that.
I don't know. I had a damn good time hanging out, making the girls laugh. It was
Yes. And I had a great time until I found out what Jessica did while I wasn't looking. Nothing that bad for everybody out there listening, but she got into my extremely expensive tequila and did a shot.
instead of sipping it, enjoying it, savoring it, which would have made you less mad.
Yep. Nope. She said she sipped it very quickly. Yeah. Damn near $400 fucking tequila, and she just does a fucking shot.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't know. But I heard the sound of a bottle clinking, and I turned around, and y'all all looked at me like somebody was trying to fucking sneak the pig out the front door.
I didn't look at anything because I was leaning on the counter.
I took around. I see Chad's face, and he's like,
I don't know what's going on.
like deer in the headlights. And then I was like, okay.
Somebody's in
Now, if she was
trouble.
drinking it and sipping it, you would have been okay with it, but you're more mad that she took a shot out of it.
Well, she's probably the only person who didn't realize it was off limits in theory, because I told a bunch of people earlier on.
Because her house.
Yeah. But she doesn't fucking get into my liquor. That's the thing. And also, she would have to know it's the most expensive one, because up until 6 months ago, I kept it in the fucking box until I needed the space. You know? It's like the fucking cart is so damn full, I couldn't keep it in its fancy box anymore.
Right.
Heidi was like, we need to get one of these carts. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, the problem with having the cart is you have to fill the cart.
Yeah.
That is my problem. But it would keep all your...
We're better at emptying the cart.
Yes.
Well, I got plenty on the shelf. I just got to...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put it
Oh,
somewhere else.
did Jenna have a good time? I know the hard part with teenagers coming to do things, but...
There was that one teenager that looked scared to death of everything and like she didn't want to be here at all.
Oh, that's true. That was Bailey. That was my cousin.
She walked in and she was just like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
She's only been here once, and that was for like a brief moment because I came to like pick something up, and like obviously like she's used to hanging out, partying with the group technically, but like usually she just goes off to her bedroom to go do whatever,
Yeah.
or sits on her phone the whole time.
Well, his stepdaughter's better at just kind of blending in and chilling and relaxing. And once I got
Yeah.
her talking and said, you're quiet.
Yeah, so
She's
you'll
like,
be
I'm
talking-
always quiet.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you're usually conversational,
Well, that's usually
never
with other
loud.
siblings.
You actually engage. Well, it's not, now you're just locked down. What the fuck's up?
Also, foreign environment. To be fair, you know.
Well, to be fair.
Oh, don't say to be fair. I hate when people say to be fair. It sounds like to be fair.
Well, to be fair.
Yep. I gotta remember not to hit the third one. The third button's the long one.
Did you get the new drop on there? And
See, I knew it was coming. I
not
knew
the
it was.
good one. Shit.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then there's the regular one that works. Yep. The fuck.
I like the other one. I'm sorry.
The fuck one's funnier, but only because we know Luke. It's like it's not funnier for everyone else. It's funny for us because we were there when it happened too. You know. I think I need to edit that and try to boost the fuck. But the problem is making that louder makes the background noise
Or
louder.
drop the tone.
No, it's fine. It's just he says fuck like off
Oh,
the
yeah,
mic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I tried boosting it, but you got all the background noise with it. So
I don't know. I kind of like it drop because he's like, ugh.
yeah, but it doesn't come across very loud here. So it is what it is. That's on the production.
Oh, that was a
side.
nice surprise. Thank you.
Yes, that was funny. Well, I told you I was going to do it. It was just funny. So on top of the party, you and I talked about Skeleton Crew last week. I know
Yes.
you can't watch it because you don't have Disney. You don't believe in Disney.
I get to watch it tonight. No, tomorrow. Shit.
Yes.
I don't believe in Disney.
Yes. So
I'm probably about to pull the trigger anyway, just because I want to catch up on all the.
it's
the
going to be
Marvel shit.
it's going to be so much easier than the way you have it currently set up to try to do things. And I know you don't
Well,
want to
right now,
them, but-
apparently my Hulu isn't letting me sign in at all.
because you have to have a Disney package now.
Oh, they changed that?
Yeah, they're 100% bought out by Disney now.
Disney, ESPN, Hulu.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
download Disney.
Hulu standalone does not exist anymore.
Motherfucker.
So you have to get Disney.
I
to
know
have
you
Hulu.
hate Disney, but
Look, I agree with you. I hate their fucking stances on shit, but they are getting better about that shit. As soon as they get past all the projects they already had,
Fine, I know. So Skeleton Crew, what the fuck's that?
new Star Wars show.
Oh, never.
Here's the problem. So we talked about it last week. We both enjoy it. This last episode was like kind of holy shit.
yes.
Now, here's one thing I want to talk about it with the idea. Where are you going?
Letting y'all talk.
Well, you're still on camera, asshole.
I don't care. I gotta pee.
Because I don't have a setup for just our cameras. So we just got blank Jeff chair over there.
That's why we need Jeef.
See, this is what happens when he has to pee in the middle. Yeah, go get Jeef. I told you I need a, if I get another camera, I'm gonna have a Jeef cam.
Gonna go get it, put it in place.
Nah, too much
Okay.
effort. Plus, you have to get past the chair, get through
Yeah,
the door, all the,
I know.
bring Jeef back in.
Too much
That's the
hurtling.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah, too much. Yeah. So either way, that episode was like pretty fucked up because of the way he treated the kids.
Yes.
Because now you're starting to see the real shithead that he is, where he was clearly playing the kids early on. But I also love the idea they finally get to Atten from the outside, and you get the realization it's like, oh, that's not even the planet. That's an outer shield. They fly past the shit, and then you see the actual planet on the inside. I
All
was
the
like,
defensive.
yeah, I was like, damn, that's almost a Dyson sphere situation. Like, because so then they also have this thing, like, from their point of view, the clouds are like right there, but they're not. They're way the fuck out away from the planet. But there was something that I found interesting when they were flying through that field, and you could see the big floating satellite things that are projecting the field and defending everything. And what you'll notice is they're all kind of pointed inward towards the planet. Do you know what Project Cinder is? That was the Emperor's plan to deal with any of the stuff he had hidden, plus his backup plan for when he knew the Death Star would be destroyed. It's a backup device that's basically satellites that orbit a planet and then fire fucking heat beams at the planet till it glasses the entire surface. Weird how all of these giant satellites orbiting this planet are all pointed downward. And how the name of the ship is the Onyx Cinder.
I get it now.
So I think that he has a backup plan for all of these secret hidden planets that if shit goes wrong or they get discovered by the outside world, to wipe them off the face of the galaxy just in case. You know, just say fuck it, which I think is what happened to that one planet. They got discovered. Notice there's no field protecting it. And then the surface is all fucked. I think that's what happened. I think they basically glassed that fucking world. And then the survivors are there just trying to get by. But like when the ship comes in and it goes on autopilot and then it lands in this fucking secret bunker.
Yeah, it takes them all the way down. I was like, damn, where the hell is it going?
How far deep does this go?
Oh,
you know?
shit.
But that was fucking crazy. That means I bet that pirate that they were all talking about was not a fucking pirate.
No.
Not really. He just became a pirate.
Well, I must have, because it's their ship.
Yeah.
Apparently,
It's one of
from
their
that planet.
ships, yeah.
So it was just camouflaged by
That extra armor. Yeah.
Spoilers. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it don't matter at this point because this comes out next week.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a really good series. If you like pirates, you remember the Goonies?
Yes.
Did you like the Goonies?
Yeah. They're okay.
Fucking kid.
You either like them or you
yeah.
hate them or you think they're
So
okay.
it's
you guys.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's basically like SM33 is basically the Hey You Guys. So they're it's like the Goonies meets Star Wars meets a little bit of Peter Pan.
Okay.
Which, by the way, we were slightly off last week. His name is Jod Silva.
Jod.
So it's Jod Silva. So I still think it is a Long John Silver reference because there's so many like pirate references. The robot first mate is SM33. So Smee.
Oh,
Like-
fuck yeah.
I was like,
Okay, those little things. Yeah, I can
there's-
appreciate
There's
that.
a lot of cool It's a really cool, like, in the Star Wars universe type fucking thing. It is centered around this group of kids, but the real thing is, what the fuck did they accidentally uncover? You know, and we just get more and more into this mystery of like these hidden worlds that are like literally off of every map, and like clearly some shit is going down. Because how many did he? So when he found the vault, he's like, how many of these are there? Like 1,149.
That's a lot.
Yeah, just so he's
In
like
that one spot, man, it was
more money than anyone could ever spend in a lifetime. So I think this is the funding world, and then I bet there's like a mining planet. There's like a fucking metallurgy planet. I bet like it's all of these planets do something specific for the plan. So just an endless bank, but apparently the adults in charge know what's going on. They're not oblivious. They said once you graduate, you're supposed to find out everything. I was like, oh, so all of these fucking people who look like they're just useless fucking peons in a suburban world. Nope, they know exactly who they're working with. They know exactly what they're fucking doing, and they know they're prisoners.
but apparently they can't leave and everything either.
They're fucking prisoners. Yeah.
Well, a prison, no matter how comfortable, is still a prison.
Yeah. But the fact that the adults know they're in a prison and then the young ones don't. They just get indoctrinated over time.
Yeah, little hope when they're young.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when they're Tales of the Jedi and stuff like that. So, you know, because it was set up in the Old Republic.
Okay.
So it's been around for a while, pre-Empire.
So y'all started watching that. I got onto an Apple TV show, the Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
Yep, covered that last year.
Okay, you did?
Yep.
Okay.
Good show. Hard to get into.
The first episode was good. I liked it.
Yeah. So there's a couple episodes where it
Dude,
goes.
John Goodman in the very beginning of the first episode was awesome.
Yes. So for anybody who doesn't know what it is the prequel / continuation of the started after King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And then it goes on, I think past.
But it bounces
Kong?
back and forth.
No,
between-
versus Kong. It goes.
What is it?
Up
2017 back to
2014.
1959 or something like that, and it bounces back and forth.
and it keeps bouncing back and forth.
Okay.
So you're literally getting a progressive stage from 2000. When was the 2014? So from Godzilla 2014 is where it starts in modern day, and it goes all the way back to pre-World War II.
Yeah,
days.
Monarch's humble beginnings versus where Monarch's at now.
Yes. Oh, sorry. No, Monarch was founded before the 60s, so post World War II, because they had to do the Bikini Atoll.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they're
stuff.
humble beginnings.
Yeah. So I thought it was a cool series. It does go on a bit,
Okay.
and there's a certain character you will find completely, utterly grating and annoying.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
As I find the vast proportion of humanity.
Because they decided to, I mean, tiny bit of spoilers, but not really a spoiler. They put in a love triangle for no reason.
Of course.
Yeah, for no reason there's a love triangle. It can't just be about the cool monsters and the secret societies.
Everybody loves drama. They gotta have something in it.
Exactly. But overall, really cool series. I enjoy that. I hope they do more of it, continuing from where they leave off at the end of that. You know, but they have to, now we're even further into the future with the Monarch story and the Universal Monsters timeline.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
God knows when that'll happen.
It's still the
Next episode, you mean?
the new Empire was great.
Yes. No telling when that next thing is coming. However, we've gotten some hints at the next Godzilla -1 sequel.
Oh, cool.
Some hints of it coming out as who the other monster might be.
Both of y'all have seen that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, -1.
I need to catch up on that.
You're going to have to figure out where it's streaming currently because it's moved around a lot.
Dude, Netflix just changed everything.
Netflix just changed a lot of shit.
I mean, all the stuff I was watching no longer available.
Yep, that fucking.
So I did
January
get a VPN,
switchover.
so I've been bouncing around trying to find stuff.
Yep, so that January switchover moved a lot of shit.
I've gotten irritated with
Yeah, I
that.
saw so many locks on my watch now.
Yep,
They've dropped a lot of the stuff I've been watching.
exactly.
They don't.
It moved.
Well, not just moved.
Just
Just
went
like
away?
last season, they don't even do the seasons anymore. So they do a couple seasons and it's done.
That was
I'm
a
like, I like this stuff.
That was a syndication deal. So you just got to figure out where it went.
No, they don't do it anymore. I've already done those
What show?
research. Warrior was one.
Oh yeah,
Into the Badlands was another.
Into the Badlands. That was that a Netflix exclusive? No, Netflix exclusives don't go anywhere. That'll pop up. That was FX. Into the Badlands was FX, right? If it was, it'd be on.
No.
If it was, it'd be on Hulu.
Oh, it's an FX. But yeah, it was one.
Are
of
you sure it
those.
wasn't?
I think it was FX, but I don't know what.
Because that would be on Hulu. That's where all that shit went.
But they dropped it. Like
Yeah.
they did 2 seasons and that's it. They're
Weird.
yeah. I was
figured
like,
that
damn it,
out.
these were good ones I liked. And
So a series that I finally got you guys to start watching Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you're both still at the beginning of it.
Nope.
Yes? Oh no, you're
finished
caught
it.
up. You just
I'm in the
started.
middle of it. Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about your experience so far, and then I've finished it. You've finished it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll talk about that with no spoilers. What are your thoughts so far?
Oh, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean,
How many episodes in?
I think
You said
three or four.
So you're at 10 man?
I'm at 10 men at the point where Weasel and everything was they're trying to figure out where he was asleep on the plane when they're bouncing back out to
When they're going back.
Back,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like the only thing overall with the story that I thought was dumb is the back and forth. That's the only part I thought was dumb.
Well, I like that whole 10 man episode was great. The origins of the 10 man.
I don't know if he's seen that. They're on their way back.
Yeah, they talk about where he goes into the
Where you see his history and then
where he gets built and they have to split apart, and then
Yes,
he
okay.
goes with
And you
the-
see him actually in World War II. And
yeah,
okay.
and he goes into
I forgot where the divide was.
goes into the group meeting and everything.
Yes.
And
are there
that's
any
where he-
Nazis for me to kill?
Yeah,
Yes, he
And it was
literally
not-
goes.
it
Are you
was-
a Nazi?
Yeah, it was that kind of meeting, and it sure enough turned into something else.
Woo,
Yeah,
it was
he-
good.
Yeah, so GI Robot ends up in an actual white nationalist convention
Yeah.
with the guy that adopted or purchased
Purchased and
Nazis.
built him. And
restored him
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah,
I guess he never mentioned that he wants
he
to
was
kill
just
Nazis.
so
that
happy.
guy. Oh, he was so happy to
so
kill all those
happy.
So one thing I love about the series is you get the backstory to everybody. Lean that way.
That's what they're doing. They're doing the backstory to everything.
Every episode includes a backstory to one of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
except for Rick Flag Sr. He kind of doesn't get a full
it took me a minute to figure out because I knew there was Rick Flag. I was like, wait a minute, didn't he?
senior.
Yeah,
That was the
I
thing.
found
And then
out
they
it was
mentioned
senior. They
that-
talked about his son. I was like, okay, I got it now.
Okay, so in the first episode, when he's talking to Amanda Waller, and then somebody mentions that her daughter spilled the beans on Task Force X. That's how Peacemaker ended.
Mm-hmm.
So Adebayo from Peacemaker was Waller's daughter, as we learned there, and she's the one who spilled the fact that she was using these super
Adebayo,
villains.
that was the big skin chick, right?
She was the big black chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is still canon. And then the fact that the alien invasion happened is canon. So I was wrong about which part of the show they eliminated. So the butterflies, I guess, technically happened. They'll probably just drop it as a continuing story, probably. But we'll see where Peacemaker 2 goes, which should be coming in the summer.
Yeah, we won't. There's good stuff coming for you. You're going to enjoy.
Yeah. So I like the show. I think the animation quality is fucking fantastic. You can see how it's kind of like, it looks a little bit like Last Airbender type. Not quite anime, but sort of anime. And I think it's so much better than if they tried to do this shit live action.
Right.
In this case. Because
'Cause,
now there is a character that comes up. There's a character that comes up in the finale. I'm not going to spoil it yet. That was like, yes, they fucking brought him back. I was so fucking happy.
Yes.
But I like the fact they expand on Weasel. Like the
Weasel's one of my
Yeah.
favorite characters.
Weasel was your favorite character from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And he got nothing other than the fact they said he killed like 23 kids or something.
Well, in Suicide Squad, he got out, got squashed immediately.
He drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drowned. Because it saved him.
But they're just
And that
the backstory behind Weasel's awesome. Have you got there yet?
did you see? No, he still
Brother,
got.
the school?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Okay.
was awesome.
So the fact that he got blamed for killing the kids, and in fact, it was
He was trying to
help him.
save him.
Yeah,
it was the
it was
cops that killed the kids.
Yes.
And they blamed it on him because they didn't know what the fuck he was, which
Mm-hmm.
we still don't know exactly what he is. He's not human because he's clearly an animal.
Him running around playing with the wolves and shit.
In theory, he is a werewolf because he did resurrect in the full moon on the island.
No, he's a wereweasel.
You missed that at the finale of or the post credit scene.
I did.
Yeah, so if you didn't see it, post credit scene of the Suicide Squad, you see him wake up on the beach under the full moon after they called him a fucking werewolf. And then, of course, he fucking hangs out with
Yeah,
the
he's a
wolves.
wereweasel, which wereweasels are so much more dangerous.
Well, the funny thing is, he befriends the wolves by acting the same way that the kid acted with
Yeah.
him. So he's human-minded. Whether or not he's an animal, we're not entirely certain. But then the stuff that happens later in the series, I'm not going to go into spoiler-wise because it won't take you very long to catch up.
No.
But
Oh,
like,
short.
I like the backstory on the bride.
Hell, you want short? Watch Vox Machina. There's
No, I've started.
started
that.
it.
there's
I've
4
started
minutes
that.
of intro, 5 minutes of outro, and 15 minutes of show.
Dude, but it's not something you watch with a kid.
Oh, come on.
Dude, your kid's watching bloody ass anime. He can
Yeah,
handle.
I understand that, but
He can handle. Okay,
He can handle laser dick.
so
Laser dick, yeah, that's
so here's the thing though. The like worst stuff about Vox Machina is like right at the front of season 1.
Okay.
It doesn't get that
No,
much.
it doesn't.
So there's only like one other sex scene at all, and there's no nudity at all.
And there's a poop scene.
There's a poop scene.
Nice.
Though there is a shoving a thing up someone's ass scene.
Oh, that was yes, that was a good one.
You don't technically see it, you just know it's happening. But
Well, it can't be as bad as Warrior, I guess, because they have a lot of sex in that one. And
Yeah,
every
so-
time he walked in, it was going on like, damn it.
Yeah. So luckily, I mean, there's a lot of sex talk and a lot of raunchy stuff, but there's not that much on screen. Like, and then I think the only time they show any real nudity is like the first episode when Scanlan's with that chick, and then later on there's implied nudity,
and then there's a hookup.
Yeah, there's implied nudity, but you don't
it's
see
tasteful.
it. Yeah, you don't really see it. There's like side boob and whatnot. There's butt. There's a lot of butt, but nothing else. Who cares about butt, right?
But you don't see like Scanlan dick just sitting there in front of you.
Yeah, there's no bare penises.
Actually, there is. It's a drawing.
A drawing, but not in the.
And one of the best lines of the whole fucking show.
I don't remember.
Percy, he said to the satyr, "Would you mind explaining to me why I have 3 peni?"
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because like, don't you? Yeah, he just assumes humans have 3 penises.
That Vex had those giant meter-long tits.
That's right. Okay, now I remember this. This was in the other world, right?
Yeah, in the Fey world.
Yeah, that's right.
And the satyr was drawing lewd pictures of everybody.
Spoilers is
okay.
Still,
I mean, out of context, it means nothing to you, but you'll get there.
Oh God,
yeah. But Vox Machina is such a great show. Can't wait for it. In fact, it was my top 10.
The animation and everything.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So remember, I will go. Hold on. I would like to rewind 3 weeks to where he said, "I don't like animation.
I'm getting there.
I have a hard time getting into cartoons."
Okay, fucker, you're breaking me. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Because there's good shit. Now imagine if I could get him into anime. It'd be fantastic.
I'm more into hentai.
Akira. Start off with that.
Way more into
So hard
hentai.
to
Yeah.
get into now.
I know.
I think
I've asked my kids because they like it, and I was like, "Have you watched Akira?" Like,
I've been giving some thought to watching the One Punch.
One Punch Man?
Yeah.
If you don't watch anime, One Punch Man will probably be stupid to you.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing but anime tropes to make fun of anime tropes. So you probably need to get a few under your belt before watching that. It's fun, don't get me wrong.
I was looking at the live action one.
No.
Stupid.
No. Don't watch any live action anime adaptations. Did you need to...
what?
I saw you had your phone. I didn't know if you had it.
I was just bored.
Oh, just
No, him.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I don't have to have a call or anything.
Okay, I was just making sure. Okay. What else was going on watch-wise? Watch anything
Sandman.
else? Yes. Okay. So finally, we're all in the same room, and we've all doing the thing. So we talked about it last year. Very briefly, we talked about it last year. So me and Jeff originally were going to do a kind of watch-along review thing for the Sandman because I wanted him to watch it.
Yeah, week to week.
And then on New Year's, you got interested and wanted to jump in, and that's how you basically.
And I see why you wanted to do it week to week. There's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and this is a kind of show that you can't fucking binge.
No.
Because
Yeah.
your brain will explode.
Remember, we talked about binging last week, and this is why you got to watch it week to week.
I mean,
you could do 2 at
Creature
a time.
Commandos is short, and you can
30-ish minutes.
Yeah,
But this
but
one-
this one's not.
I
It's an
actually
hour
took
long.
a break halfway in the middle of Sandman.
Yeah.
Played Diablo 4 and went back to it.
Yeah. So, first episode is the intro to the character of Dream or Morpheus.
Lord of Dream.
Lord of the Dream. Dream of the Endless.
Yeah.
So, I've seen it multiple times now. I enjoyed it on the first watch, period. Some of my other cohorts, when we were watching it all together on the show, hit or miss. So,
The fellow
you
that
guys
played the Magus did really well. He played that character very well.
Yes.
And he's been in other shit. I can't remember his
Game
name.
of Thrones.
Because I don't know actors.
He was Tywin in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yes. That would be.
See, characters, I'm all in. Yeah.
I'm going to remember his name shortly. I know his last name. I'm trying to remember his first name.
Okay.
So, first of all, initial thoughts on the show so far. Like, not full on, just thoughts on how it looks.
One episode in, it's shot well. It's casted well.
Yeah. I
The score's pretty
told
good.
you the
Yeah, it
casting
is.
is fucking awesome. It's scored really well. CG any effects, special effects.
Not really a ton of them.
Like it's from there's actually
It's more
there's-
set
there's-
effects,
yeah.
stuff like
give
that.
it time. There's a lot, but this
But
was
in
from,
episode 1.
Yeah. So this is from 2021 question mark.
I think it's 2022.
either way, somewhere in that range. Tail into COVID era.
Yeah.
So just saying, like, just give context for anybody who hasn't seen the show. Okay. And the funny thing is, while Dream is featured a fuckload in the first episode, he doesn't speak on screen until the episode's nearly over.
Mm-hmm.
After what, almost 80 years of captivity?
About 100 almost. Yeah. So he gets captured in 1916, and he isn't released until the 90s or 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he leaves the dreamland or the dream world to go locate a nightmare that has gotten away. So apparently
And that was blonde guy sunglasses?
yes.
Okay.
Yep. That is the Corinthian.
Okay.
Yes. He will be a villain for the show.
And he has no eyes.
Nope. He has teeth for eyes.
Teeth for eyes.
You missed that. He has no physical eyes.
I
He has
did.
mouths for eyes.
Because he left an individual eyeless.
Yes, but if you didn't notice right before that, you see him with his glasses off.
Okay.
He said, "Make everyone in the world like me," and you see the teeth inside his eyes close, and then he puts his glasses on.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yep. So Corinthian and that guy, by the way, do you remember? Did you see the? You seen Logan?
Oh,
very
is he
first one of
He's
the
the guy
cop
hunting
with
him
the-
down.
with
He's the guy hunting him down throughout the
Okay.
whole show.
I know he looked familiar.
Yes, so because he wears the sunglasses the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Boyd Holbrook is his name.
Okay.
Fantastic fucking actor, and like this is just a quote unquote small part, you know. Okay, so other than that, Charles Dance is the guy you're trying to think of. I knew his last name was Dance. His first name is Charles.
Oh, old dude.
That's
Okay.
the guy
Yes,
one.
Magus.
Yeah, the
Old dude
Vegas.
head injury. Gotcha.
Yes. Yep. So
I'm better at descriptors.
so the thing is like it's the first episode is just an intro to the universe. Like, hey, here's the thing: the endless are a thing. They're powerful. Dream creates dreams and nightmares, and without him, the dreaming falls apart, and people stop being able to sleep or get stuck sleeping.
Something like 1.8 million were affected.
There's over 1 million people initially got this sleeping sickness where they just stayed asleep. Period.
Or they had nightmares entirely.
Or they had the other way around where they could not
couldn't-
sleep.
yeah.
Waking nightmares.
Waking nightmares. So the fact that basically
Or they were walking, like sleepwalking at the same
yep,
time.
yep. And so basically the human race was punished for about 100 years because he was gone. So that's just episode 1. Not too
Yeah,
much
there was
happened.
so much. And the whole bird thing. Guess that was his familiar.
His raven.
Yeah.
He always travels with a raven.
Yep.
Yep. That was
Not anymore.
Jessime. Yep. She was so pretty. Pretty little bird.
She pretty little thing.
Yep. And super smart because she would be. When she takes the match off the table,
That was awesome.
lights it on a rough surface, drops it on top of an open book, flies into the other room.
Looked like a newspaper to me.
Something. Yeah. It was in the library area, so I just said that. Flies into the other room, waits for the idiots to go put out the fire because there's guards guarding Dream. Because he's been downstairs at that point, I think something like 40 years at that point. And his robe,
It wasn't 40 years at that point. It was 20 because he was under 18 by the time.
well, the thing is,
We got their little ruby.
you got to remember the ruby keeps them from
Yeah.
aging, so they all age slowly. So,
well-
so Magus was aging slowly, and his son, while aged up, was also aging slowly.
Okay, so it affected those around him.
Yes, it affects everybody around him, and plus people just near him just benefit from it. So they stole all of his powerful implements.
Yeah, the
His helmet, his
blonde hair,
ruby.
no tits, pretty face.
Yes,
I can't remember her name.
yeah, the chick who stole all his shit.
Yeah.
So the Magus stole all his stuff directly from him: his sand, his helmet, and his ruby. I mean, his clothes are just whatever.
His vestments
His
is what he called
vestments,
them.
Yes. And while he only has a fraction of his power without them. So, spoiler alert, the first couple bits of the arc are him getting his shit back. Duh. Like, what is his driving force for doing this? He's supposed to be doing the dream thing.
Well, as we left it off, he ain't
Yeah.
got shit right now.
Exactly. He just got home to the dreaming and found it a fucking...
Decayed.
yeah, he found it like a cratered fucking wreck, looking way too much like...
Looked like an unattended garden.
It looks like L.A. Right now.
Oh, fuck.
God.
I mean, it's kind of true. It's fucking burnt husk
to
of
the
what it
crisp.
used to be. Yeah. I mean, like, unfortunately, true. But like I said, I really like the show, and right, an hour before y'all got here, I rewatched episode 1. And like I said before, some episodes are longer than others, so you'll get one that's like 30 minutes and one that's like 50 minutes.
Dude, that penultimate scene with the kid and his grandfather, or his father, was fantastic.
Also, the
dude
fact
was about to kill him, and it was self-defense.
Yeah, but then there's the whole thing where he doesn't accept his kid. Because he's like, he's not my firstborn. He's not the one who's going to inherit him. I also feel like he was a bastard because of the way he felt about the other chick getting pregnant. And we never see a wife. So I have a feeling his first son was
always been acolytes that are just getting pregnant.
No, I feel like his first son was a legitimate son and his wife was dead. So they both died. He got someone else pregnant, produced fucking Alex, because he also didn't really look like him. And then he gets his new chick, who he also doesn't marry.
And it's not a son at that point. It's more of a
servant,
unpaid servant.
He treats him like a servant always. He's like, "Here, go get the fucking coats." And then when like he's trying to tell everybody, "Hey, the fucking party's full." They're like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, literally, like, "I'm the fucking son." And then like, what's her face? I forgot her fucking name. It comes up though.
Do the descriptor.
Yeah, the blonde chick. It doesn't matter. She's just a blonde chick.
Blonde
Look, she yeah. Look, and the time is like the 40s. It's like the flapper era, basically, at that point. Oh, look at it this way. The Magus was old in 1916, and he was still fucking old until he died in like the 40s.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, So, I mean, I like the series. Episode 1, there's not a whole lot to go through just yet.
What I didn't get was the homosexual angle they're pushing on a lot of stuff.
Like what? I mean, Alex was gay.
Yeah.
Well, actually could also be why he judged his son.
And then
so fucking hard.
the
Who?
Morpheus's assistant, female, dresses like a dude.
Yeah, but she's also like an elf too, because she's got like pointy ears.
Oh, she is? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, she's got pointy ears. She's like a black elf in the first
Dark
place.
elf. Yeah.
I mean, she's a black lady. No, that's Lucienne.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the story is behind Lucienne. I don't really care. She's just a good character.
I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop, see what kind of agenda they're trying to push.
There's not so much an agenda as like certain characters, like you'll be introduced to Desire. So Desire is played by a non-gender specific actor.
Yeah, pansexual, I'm sure.
Well, more or less, because it is the embodiment of human desire. So
it could have been done by Eddie Izzard.
We covered that already. No, but either way, like the thing is, like there isn't, because you got to remember this was written a long time ago by Neil Gaiman. So like it's not like it has 2022 agenda style stuff in it. I mean, it's being adapted for modern age because of course the modern era of that would have been in the fucking 90s. Now it's got to be updated at least to the early 2000s at bare minimum. You'll see that throughout the show. But like I said, like, not that you guys want to skip ahead at all because story, but episode 6 is by far the best episode.
We'll get there in like 5 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can watch more than one per week.
No.
Because a couple episodes can tie together.
No.
Like episode 2 and 3 kind of work together. And then like episode 4 and 5 are like, because like the first 5 episodes are one complete arc effectively. Then episode 6 is like its own standalone, and then you got small arcs after that till episode 11. Like they all tie together. Well, sorry. Episode 7 through 9 or 10 is another complete arc, but there's a lot of weird side shit that happens off of that arc. And then you go, oh, that's what we're doing. That was all one story. But it doesn't necessarily apply to the everything episode 1 through 5. Characters are involved, but it's not necessarily the same story.
Right.
So like ultimately, like through episode 11, like episode 11 is just standalone, like 2 little anthology stories, which are cool, but they have nothing to do with the rest of the season. They're just like, well, we promised 11 episodes. Let's just do this tiny little side story shit real quick. So that's just a nice, unique fucking story on episode 11. So, because I've recently literally rewatched the entire fucking series in a couple days. So, because it really doesn't take very long to get through, because it's not like every episode is a solid hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
it's as long as it needs to be.
Yeah. Every story is as long as it needs to be. The next best episode is, if you watch the trailer at the end of episode 1, they do talk about hell.
Oh, yeah.
So he does have to go to hell to get something back.
So, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. That is a
over the next, 11 weeks?
It doesn't even have to be that long. I'm telling you. There's going to be episodes where you probably just do. You could do episode 2 and episode 3 together because those two.
Well, if we're only talking about one episode a week, I'm going to keep it that way.
Well, the reason I'm saying this is because episode 2 and episode 3 directly tie together. So you could just do them together as a singular story.
No, I have spoken. This is the way.
I mean, if you wanted
That's
to
a
take
different episode there.
If you wanted to take 11 weeks, you can do that. I'm just trying to speed it along because it could be 6 weeks.
I got
And it
nothing
would
to
be
do
fine.
but stare at an empty fucking parking lot.
I know, but the hard part is not watching the next episode when it's already really good.
Yeah.
Because the cliffhanger from episode 2 will make you want to watch episode 3. That's the main
If
reason.
it happens, it happens.
I'm just saying.
If not, I'll get on.
I'm trying to guide you. You keep asking for guidance, and you go, no.
No.
Yeah, like literally, I'm saying you can watch 2 and 3 and report together, and it's fine.
La,
But
la,
that is
la,
one
la.
singular. 2 and 3 are one singular story split between 2 episodes. That's why I'm saying that. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're enjoying it. That's what I like. We're good on that. I watched something. Oh, Squid Games.
Yes.
So
That was fun.
You and I have watched season 2. Did you finish it, or have you watched it at all?
So y'all, I haven't watched season 2.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
So, the only thing I will say about season 2 is exactly what Jordan told me, is that the ending would annoy me, but it's a good show. I'll leave it at that. It's a good show overall. I had to watch it yesterday with Jessica in the room and force her to watch it in Korean with the subtitles.
Yeah.
Because she wants to watch it in English. And I'm like, no, it's fucking bad. Don't do that. It's like, she's like, I hate fucking reading subtitles. I'm like, but you're doing it, aren't you? And guess what you're not doing? You're not looking at your phone. She wasn't looking at her phone. But she wanted to be able to like just check the fuck out and listen. I'd be like, that's not how you engage a story. You can't fucking catch a story by listening to it sideways. Because
halfway.
When you have to look up and go, wait, what? You didn't fucking. That's part of the binge culture too. Because back, like when you had to watch a show week to week, you weren't probably looking at your
stopped.
phone.
You dropped everything. You paid attention.
Yeah. Especially if it wasn't streaming. If it was only on for that week, and then
One I looked forward to all the time growing up was Mythbusters. Every new episode of Mythbusters, I was there. I was in the moment. I was watching.
you can still watch it.
I do.
Yeah. Well, it's
Who
stream.
says I don't?
No, there's an Amazon channel that is nothing but Mythbusters, and it's just constantly playing. Not select your episode. They just pick the starting point, and they're just playing with commercials, endless Mythbusters. I was like, I did that. Like,
That'd
for a
be
couple
great
weeks.
to have on in the shop.
Yeah, that's what I do. I had nothing better to do.
Yeah,
for
one
a
of these
few
days, I'm going to get a shop and actually have a TV put in or a projector.
Or you just have your phone.
No, that's for
talking for
that's for
people.
the YouTube University to look shit up.
Shit. But yeah, no. So Squid Games, I have only one criticism of season 2, and the problem that was attempting to be solved in season 2 could have been solved if the main character just made one tiny realization that his problem from season 1 would have solved the problem from season 2 if he had just fucking thought about it. That's all he had to do. That's it. I had that realization about episode 4. I went, oh, this dummy could just, if he had just had, this is how, I love, there's one point where another character calls him out. He's like, you're still the same old guy. Even though I don't say he's pretending to not be, because he has been changed by his experience.
Well, there was also the same old guy there with him.
Yeah. But no spoilers on
Yeah.
You can,
But
you can
no,
talk
I'm
about
just
it if
saying,
you
like, I
want.
don't want to get into certain details because, like, there is mysteries involved in the show, so I don't want to get into.
That's like me
anything.
spoiling, the Glass Onion or the Knives Out shows for you.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to fucking, especially when there's a mystery. You don't want somebody to just go, "Hey, did you see this fucking main twist that happened?" Well, thanks. I don't have to fucking watch that at all. But no,
Fuck you very much.
But no, Gi-hoon could have solved his main problem in season 2 by he already had the solution to the problem and he just never realized it because he's a fucking moron still. He's become a great planner and it has changed his life, but he's still the same fucking moron that he was in the first fucking season. It was like, oh, well, that's nice to know. While he's had growth, he's still an idiot.
I don't
But
know.
the show is still incredibly fucking produced.
It's good. It's good, but the second season didn't grab me or, just lock me in as much as the first.
Because at least the first half of it
was
is
all
more
new
of the
and
same.
yeah.
Was still more of the same because it has to be.
I am glad they changed up the games a little bit.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about the games in the first one is because nobody knew in the first season what was going to happen. Just like the people playing the games had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So there was the shock factor. Not to mention it came out during COVID. That's why everybody fucking watched it. That's like Tiger King. Every motherfucker watched Tiger King.
I
even though
didn't
it was a
watch
terrible show.
not a single episode of Tiger King because it looks stupid to me.
Watched it all. It was fucking fantastic. And then there was documentaries about Tiger King. There's a second season of Tiger King talking about the first season of Tiger King and how insane
Yeah.
Joe what was his name? Joe.
I just don't follow the masses on shit like that. If it doesn't hold my attention, I'm like, fuck it. I got other shit to do.
But you like the big kitties.
No, I like a particular big kitty.
Well, you don't like tigers then.
No, I like the puma
The puma.
I don't think he had any pumas. He had lions and tigers. Some other shit.
and bears.
Exotic. Joe Exotic. Couldn't think of his name. It came back to me.
Joe Rogan.
But it's also, well, that's also like
That's
making,
the wrong
Yeah.
Tiger
But,
King.
yes, it is. You looked at the wrong one.
yeah. But that's also like making a murderer. Like that show had everybody fucking enthralled too. Like, but for the same reason, we're all trapped in our house. Fucking crazy new show.
See, I wasn't trapped.
Oh, well, you're an idiot.
I was, 60 hours a week nonstop go during COVID.
Yeah, you were boring.
Because,
I mean, I also was working the entire time, but I still had my downtime, so I still fell in with all
well,
the
I
shit,
didn't.
too.
There were constant, there were investigational pharmacies still had to run. There was stuff going out from the hospitals.
Yeah.
And I was the only one on the roads. I made it from the med center to basically Greenspoint in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, hell, if I was doing that, I would have had fucking Tiger King playing on the fucking cell phone just the whole time, like tablet up with fucking Tiger King.
Hell no,
or-
my little van, I was going so fast on the Houston roads, I got brake fade. Actually, I had my brakes start to fade because I was braking so aggressively around turns and shit.
That's ridiculous, Jeff.
I had so much fun.
Now you drive like your grandma.
I do.
That's why. And so speaking of Netflix shows, apparently I think the final season of Stranger Things isn't even dropping till next year.
Okay.
That's like a 6-year gap.
I watched
almost.
season 1, couldn't get into it.
Oh,
Really?
see, once again, he's just doesn't like things.
Now there's a new one coming out. The Tim Allen
Yeah,
and the chick from
Kat
Two Broke
Dennings.
Girls, Kat Dennings. God, she's hot.
I know.
Shifting Gears, new show coming up.
I think it's going to be terrible.
Probably.
Unfortunately, it's going to be terrible. Like
It probably will
because
be.
it's an ABC family dramedy.
I did watch the new.
Hold on. First of all, let's just talk about the fact that ABC allowed fucking Tim Allen to come back on TV
Right.
on ABC
after they tried
because
to
Last Man Standing had to be on another streaming network after they fired his ass for basically being a fucking Christian conservative guy.
Yeah.
It's like, huh, that's weird. They fucking turned around so hard that they hired Tim Allen back. Mm-hmm. It was like, I mean, like,
well, everybody turned around after the middle of November. Everybody started.
this show
turning.
would have been long in production before that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this seems like a writer's strike victim, and they just probably had to delay it. I mean, it's an interesting idea. Father and daughter basically have a falling out a long time ago, and then the mom dies, and she comes back because she's coming out of a bad divorce, so she's got tag-along kids, has nowhere to go but dad's house. Dad's trying to be successful while also mourning the death of his wife. Plus, there's hot rods involved because it's Tim Allen. Yeah. So, I mean, there's that. So, I mean, like, I don't think there's much to the show at all, like, story-wise. So it's just all going to have to be all moments.
all on low cut tops. Yeah.
I don't know how much that's going to be in there technically because it's not Two Broke Girls because she's not playing, what's her face? Can't think of her name off the top of my head right now. But Max. So she's not going to be Max. Which, look, I love Kat Dennings.
We got Stifler in there too.
Yeah, which is weird because they're not pushing him at all in the advertising.
They aren't. I didn't even know.
Sean
I didn't
Michael
know-
Scott,
yes.
he's in like 2 seconds of the first ad. And then like they don't even talk about him as a character. So I'm like, I think maybe
What, you
he's
think he's working in the shop or something?
I think he's the husband that's divorcing her.
Either that or he's a mechanic in the shop.
The mechanic in the shop, I think it's a black dude in the wheelchair. I'm not joking. That's because he's an actor. He's a wheelchair bound actor / comedian. No, he's a. I know I've seen him in other shit, and he's hilarious. He just happens to be in a wheelchair. But
That'd be a bad idea because we'd put him on blocks and walk away just to fuck with him.
How are you going to take the wheels off of a person on a wheelchair without them stopping you?
Because it's funny.
No, I'm saying how.
You don't need to do that. You just prop up the axle.
He still has arms and legs.
Yeah.
He can still punch you while you're fucking moving his chair around. You're just like gonna sneak cinder block him. Like
Don't ruin his moment, okay?
Yeah. Ease that lift in and pop, pop, pop.
okay, if you catch him with a jack, maybe he jacked you up. Yeah, that maybe okay, fine. But no, I think that he's supposed to be probably the shithead.
What's he doing
Yeah.
on the lift?
Yeah, so I think he's supposed to be the shithead ex-husband.
Okay.
Maybe. Or he's going to be the new love interest. One way or the other. But it seems odd to bring him in that early.
Either way, Tim's not going to like him.
Well, no, he's not going to like anybody.
No.
So, I mean, that's just it. Though Tim, he's like clearly like gone down the rabbit. I think he might have had work done at one point. Like just a little bit of fucking work done. And like it's showing like hardcore now because he's got that old man nose happening way more than it used to be. Like, at what age technically does your nose just explode like that?
Right.
But some of it was alcoholism back in the day.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, with the
I watched,
strawberry nose.
I watched, for some reason, a few weeks ago, I watched Galaxy Quest just out of
Yeah.
nowhere. And I forgot how good that movie was.
Oh, Galaxy Quest is fantastic.
Yeah.
Still great. Still relevant.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Just cracked me up, man. I was laughing.
Yeah.
At Tony Shalhoub. He was so good in it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Good old Tony Shalhoub.
Hey, I remembered an actor.
Once again from CBS.
Jew hair, big nose. Yeah.
Jew hair, big nose. I know what the episode title is now. I can just see the AI image I'm going to create for this one. Jew hair, big nose. I can't make a note of it right now, but I definitely will. Holy fuck. So anything else going on since, because we haven't really talked that much since, oh, I forgot about this. I saw this shit on Twitter this
Oh, and
morning.
My Little Diesel. They're going to hate that.
Hold on. I saw this on Twitter. Oregon was trying to send fire trucks and water tankers to California.
I saw that.
The trucks couldn't come in because they weren't CARB compliant. The trucks coming to rescue California in this fire could not come in the state legally because they weren't CARB compliant. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Your government deserves to burn.
Let it burn.
Unfortunately, all these people have to suffer because the government's retarded.
Yeah. The people that, there are a lot of people that are stuck there financially trapped because they can't get the fuck out.
Well, now they can.
Yeah,
There's nothing anchoring them anymore.
Well, they just lost everything.
They lost everything.
No, the job
hate
market's so shitty. They don't make enough, and they can just afford to exist, and that's it.
Barely.
They can't save enough.
They exist
save up
on
enough to
debt.
get the fuck out.
Either you're a billionaire that's in. Okay, I forgot which actor it was.
It's the opposite of Hawaii, where like Honolulu, stuff like that. There, the natives were priced out of paradise and had to move the states. But same thing, opposite. You're trapped. You're financially trapped.
Mm-hmm. That's why people decided, like the people who were rich enough to leave did, or the people who were willing to risk it left.
What about all the people that threatened to leave the country?
They're still here.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I think some of them moved, but they moved to like France.
Didn't Ellen move?
Who cares?
I thought our show was going out. And Jimmy Kimmel. Great. Go. Bye-bye.
Well, they might now because their studio's burned down. Look, there's a lot of history in California. I mean, like the fucking... I know they protected a lot of like proper LA, but those fires were getting like to fucking town. Like the one that started in a little bitty valley the other night, like literally they had footage of the fire just started. It was like Wednesday night. And that was only like a mile or two from like the Man Chinese Theater. Like literally right there by the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like it was that fucking close. And there's no way to have gotten in that valley without helicopters.
And who the hell knows when the homeless arson squad's going to start their stuff up again?
They're still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, they are technically arresting people they're catching doing it. But people are getting on video and then they try to track them down. But fuck, how do you track them down? But my question is,
they don't have an address.
Where are the 110,000 homeless going to go? Oh, yeah, Pacific Palisades, likely.
Probably.
Just make that the homeless camp.
Or just head out of town, start camping.
It's like, hey, you said they're just unhoused.
You mean the Hollywood Hills is burned? Yeah, we're camping up there.
Wait, I just figured it out. All of these Hollywood celebrity types can now claim that they are the unhoused. Literally. So they can get all the same benefits the homeless do. which is way better than normal people. Realistic.
Right.
The cops don't really arrest you. They give you free drugs and needles effectively, so you can just do whatever you want. You can get free stuff as long as you steal it. And actually, you don't even need to worry about a toilet because you can just shit in the street.
You can get whatever you want as long as it's not over $900.
Not anymore. They changed the laws.
Thank God.
They finally changed
Holy
the laws
shit.
on the theft. Did you see the video of the 2 black ladies who got busted?
No.
So they went around stealing from like all these different stores, and they finally got busted after the 3rd one. And then it said like, "What are you doing? You can't arrest us." And then like, "No, they just changed the law." She's like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh shit!" And then started crying. They're literally stealing like $3 grand worth of like fancy purses and shit, and then get caught, and then they get mad because the laws were finally fixed and they couldn't steal shit. It's like weird. It's like, this is how fucked up this world is.
California's weird.
Look at it this way. They pushed themselves so far with their fucking political nonsense in that state that the rest of the country and probably world is like, good, let them fucking burn. It's like, but it used to be like what happened in Florida and North Carolina with the fucking hurricanes. Everybody's like, quick, rush to help them. Do everything you can. People from other states coming to help. People are trying to come help California, and California is getting in the way of the help.
Well, I've heard
so
some,
fucking retarded.
I've heard some likening it to Sodom and Gomorrah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's modern Sodom and Gomorrah in the same place.
Yeah.
And, you know,
And they're getting off easy compared to Sodom and Gomorrah.
yeah, that's true. They didn't get turned into fucking salt.
That was Lot's wife.
Well, the whole place was
no,
turned
fire
into
and
salt.
brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, but other people were turned into pillars of salt.
Yeah, because they turned around and looked.
Well, they always want to turn around and look. You got to see what's going on back there.
Yeah, salty bitch.
Wow. I did see a hilarious video earlier. Of course, it's like a TikTok where it's a fire helicopter comes in, starts scooping water out of somebody's pool to go run to dump it.
Yep.
And the video is literally like cuts to a woman who's like, huh, like she was swimming, and now she's in the fucking thing about to be dumped on the fire. And I was like, okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that
That's-
can't happen.
It can, and it has.
No, Mythbusters proved it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because of the story of the scuba diver who
Yeah.
got fucking scooped up out of a lake and ended up dead in the middle of a forest fire, and then
Yeah, that can't happen.
NCIS or something showed that it could happen. It can. I don't see. There's no
It
reason.
depends on the system. The systems they're using now, no.
No, but back then it's just a giant fucking scoop.
Yeah.
You know.
Now it's a valve they open and it fills up.
Yeah, they
from,
suck up
from the bottom up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw actually one of my one of my fellow coworkers took a picture back there in the Magnolia fires. The neighborhood right there had a small little lake, actually a chain of lakes, and he literally had a picture of it on his little crappy cell phone of a fucking fire helicopter just fucking filling up in that tiny lake. I mean, like his rotors are only like 10 feet short of the edge of the
Those
fucking lake.
pilots are badass.
Yeah, those fucking helicopter wildfire guys are fucking
Dude, the
nuts.
dudes on the guys on the tanker planes,
Yeah.
insane.
So you know what? Yeah, right.
Basically ski across the water in a fucking
Those guys, they are fucking crazy ex-military fucking pilots, man. They will do shit.
yeah.
to
They're,
get it
they're, they're
done.
old C-130 pilots.
Yeah.
And C-130s are one of my favorite birds in the world
It
because
is a kick-ass plane.
they can take off anywhere, land anywhere, and the combat landings on that thing are a blast. Instead of going on a nice straight trajectory, they come in and hook a hard right and spiral.
yeah, they spiral
corkscrew
into
down.
place so they can land at higher speed.
Oh,
and
it was fun.
stop.
And then at the last minute, they right themselves.
yeah,
So I'm the idiot in the back going, "Wow!"
That was a fun ride.
Well, one of the boys is shitting his pants, stacking, literally stacking shit on his boots.
and then you get hit with a big fucking thing coming out the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the one time.
No, not me.
Well, you said that like they've released the thing and you tried to like stop, and then it couldn't fucking.
Oh, that was me on a forklift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was,
thought it was
I was
coming.
no, I was downloading the bird, and they flashed 10. That means a 10,000-pound pallet was coming my way at speed.
Downloading the bird definitely sounds like a euphemism.
Well, they like me because I never bent the bird, you know.
Still a euphemism.
But anyway, that thing hits it rocks the hell out of you.
Still euphemism.
Yep.
You're not making it better. All of this is so to speak.
10,000 pounds hitting my flat rack.
And with that, I think we should go ahead and wrap up. So, guys, of course, thanks for joining us here. Oop, I'm losing my thing. I got to put some fucking like tape on there so to stay. So, guys, thanks for joining us here on this episode. Oh, wait, no, we are not done. Chad is officially here with you.
We have a game to play.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. Before we go, we have to
Lord.
induct a new member into the Offenders.
Yes.
So, Chad,
Yes.
this is technically your third episode, but only your second episode with Jefe involved. So you are now invited officially into the Offenders if you would like to participate.
You remember the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
You've had some time to think about it.
Yeah.
so hold on. We got to do the setup for it. So, guys, this is our superhero group, much like the Avengers, but this is a spin-off of the unsub Offenders. So they are the awkward Offenders because that's what we do here. So you pick your superpower, and we, mostly me, determine your horrific offset to your superpower. So we have Captain Sweatpants, who's an unofficial member. He's an affiliate, so he has to fly by holding his penis.
No, he has
using
to
it like a joystick.
He has to be partially erect.
Yes, I
Or-
figure he can hover if it's soft.
Yeah,
You just can't fly.
but he has to use a joystick.
Yes. So, and then Sean is the influencer. He can do emotional manipulation to change people's emotions one way or the other, but he suffers the emotional backlash for himself. So he has to go the opposite direction of whatever he changes. You are the mechanic. You have technokinesis, where you can take apart machines or complicated things with your mind, but you can't put them back together or vice versa.
Yes.
And if you attempt to, you suffer brain damage and forget how to do it entirely. So you become completely useless.
Yep.
I am the editor. I just bend reality to my will at the cost of living beings.
Yep, kill count.
So have you had any thoughts to your superpower yet?
I had some thoughts. I did some research trying to look and figure out like, what can I use?
Because you're trying to obfuscate our offsets.
Yeah,
aren't you?
It can't work.
No, it's not going to. No matter what I was looking at, it's like, man, they're going to screw this up. It doesn't matter what it's going to be. So,
Well, you still get to enjoy your power
Yeah.
for so long. All right, so what do you got? What's your superpower?
well, the only thing I can think of that was initially relevant, I thought was speed.
Okay.
I don't have much of it anyways, so I was like, hey,
So you want to be a
fast?
super speeder,
Yeah,
a la Flash,
yeah,
stuff like that.
I kind of like that.
My first thought is, even though you would really love to run really fast, and maybe you are, you're going to trip and fall a lot. Like every time. You're going to trip and fall at hyperspeed.
I got one. The longer you run, the more gas builds up in your gastrointestinal system, but you can't release it while you're running. Only when you stop do you get to rip a big ass fart.
What if it's the other way? What if the only way he runs really fast?
Well,
It's because he's farting.
That's not bad.
I got it in my head. He's running, hauling ass to
never mind.
save somebody, and he slams on the brakes. I'm here.
But that's not really bad.
Still funny as shit.
But I think if we're going with that, he goes faster depending on the buildup.
Yeah. And
So-
the faster he
so
goes,
the
the more and
speed-
more pressure.
Now, yeah. But no, the idea of because I didn't want to lean too hard into unsub because unsubs is Eli. Eli is the Flash.
Yeah.
So actually, he was the brown Flash initially. Was that he could run at super speed, but he had to do so while shitting himself. So shitting himself running at light speed. But then they changed it that he's crime cuck, so he can run at the speed of light, but for 5 minutes after he stops, he can't interact with anything. So he can get to a crime in progress, but he can only watch it happen. He can't stop anything. I already have the fix for that, and they never cover it. He just stops short.
Yeah.
Or goes past it and then comes back.
Short with a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, stop short and walk 5 minutes, and you're good. But the thing is,
Let's
it's still
see here.
pointless. So hold on.
We could do the build up. What else? What else could we
Well,
make his
the question
con?
is, do we make it gross? Do we make it sexual? Or do we make it debilitating? We need dice for this.
We do.
We need dice for that, so it helps narrow down the offset.
We need dice of fuckery. Yes.
Let's see here. I like the gas idea, but that's just kind of embarrassing.
It's my juvenile childhood comic relief kicking in.
Everybody's amused by farts,
Yeah, you run
Farts
around
are-
the
especially
world.
grown men and everything too. Still,
yeah, but also we
He
have
could also weaponize it. He runs long enough, far enough, and it's just boom.
it's call me flash bomb.
the flash bomb.
Holds up a lighter.
I kind of like the idea that he has to build up the gas first.
Yeah,
Like so, but you say he builds it while running.
yeah. But
So
he can't
the longer he runs, the worse it's going
more.
to be. So
And no
does
matter how
does
long he runs-
explode if he goes too far?
The longer he runs, he can contain it. It just compresses and condenses.
So his gut is getting bigger and bigger until he can release it.
No, he's a metahuman, man. It just condenses and compresses.
No,
the
his
gas.
legs are metahuman. I don't know about his bowels.
What if he ran so long it compressed it into liquid methane?
That would be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Then he's literally shooting fire out of his ass if he tries too hard.
But like you said, he could show up at a
Super
scene,
speed.
hit that lighter.
Because there's also the ability that he can run fast, but he can't phase through things.
He can only phase when he's walking.
So he has to run at super speed to interact with things.
No, he
No.
if he wants to phase through something, he has to slam on the brakes and walk through it.
No.
No,
No. I'm trying to think of how you can inconvenience the super speed.
right.
So, like, you can run at super speed, but you have to take the longest journey possible to get there.
Or one leg slightly shorter than the other, so he has
runs
to
in
constantly
circles.
correct direction.
That's funny.
How about he can never actually reach his destination directly? Like, he's like, say you run into the Burger King corner store. You want to run there, except you immediately hook a right turn, and then you have to, fuck, they got to come back.
So
Like,
he runs the
wrong
big
turn, man.
So he uses the algorithms the big delivery companies use, where it's all right turns.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can only make right turns while moving at high speed. Like, fuck. And then he like, it's great if you have to turn right, but you can't turn left. Oh, you're Zoolander. You can't turn left
Oh god.
Well, that means he has to plan ahead. So if he has no,
every time.
he has to plan ahead. So he takes a right, goes that way, and then goes right to his destination.
So imagine if he's trying to get to, like, he needs to go to Huntsville. So he's got to go and then go that way,
Right.
to go north. Anytime, yeah. I like the idea that he can
because
only
of-
turn right.
And if he follows American traffic laws, he can never go north.
True. You have to only go south.
Yeah.
Well, if you go south long enough, you come back.
He has to
Yeah,
go
you have to go around the
the right
He has
planet.
to go
Yeah.
into town, and then.
Well, you can go in a circle, technically speaking.
So what would he be called?
Let's see.
It's not alt-right.
So-
It would be
No, definitely not. Well, I'll come up with a name and all that later.
alt-right delete.
No, I can come up with that later. Okay, so we're going to settle on he can only make right turns at high speed.
I'm digging it.
Well, if he makes only left turns, then he'd be NASCAR, man.
Yeah.
That's Carlo.
That's Carlo.
Left turns only. There you go. NASCAR though. Hold on, we're stealing that though from Roadkill.
Yes, we are, but it works.
Yeah.
Well, why is he Mexican? I don't know.
He's not at all. Okay, there you go.
Manuel.
Yeah. There you go. He can only make left turns, and he's fucking NASCAR low. At high speed, he can only make left turns. Or you can just go in one broad circle.
That's funny.
Roundabouts are fucking fun because you go like, fuck,
You just
I can't, no, because you
Immediately
can't
just
go
start
left.
Going around.
Oh, it really sucks because you can't make a whole lot of fucking specific
Yeah,
turns.
you can't
in
do a
here.
roundabout.
You can't do a roundabout at all. You get to a roundabout, you have to stop.
Yeah, you have to go into town.
Yeah.
Let's go straight through it.
You have to go straight through because you can't turn right. Actually, that makes so much better. Yeah. Right turns is actually convenient. Left turns, fuck, I can't go that way. Like you said, can't go north. Damn it. Okay.
Right.
Fuck, go that way. There you go. You can't go left. You can only go left. Going south is a fucking trip. You got to go around the wrong way. There we go. There you go. Okay, so
that's
you're
funny.
a super speedster, but you can't turn left at high speed. The farting thing is funny.
Oh, if he made it to where he couldn't turn right, he would be NASCAR.
Yeah, I'm saying he can only turn left. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah, he can't turn right. Yeah, at high speed.
Yeah.
Though, if you want to come to a stop, turn and then redirect, you can do that. Then it just looks ridiculous. Then you're like ping pong man. You're go that way.
Stop.
You're just like, and then you're like, oh shit.
That's one of those games, the cell phone games where you're shooting the arrows, but you have to stop to shoot.
Yeah.
You just walk around, then have to stop.
Oh, actually, no. He'd be kind of like Snake. He can only make right turns. He can't do curves. It just go that way and then this way and that way. So it's like I need to go around that way, but I can't because there's a thing.
So could he stop, slide,
No, he has to come to a
continue
stop.
to make that right, and then keep going?
I think that's
If his feet would stop,
I think
and
it-
he was sliding and rotating,
still moving at high speed.
and then as soon as he got to the right direction,
No, no. It's as long as he's moving at high speed, he can only go left.
okay,
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
NASCAR logo. And then nobody understands.
Nope.
It's like, why? Why is he? It's going to be interesting to come up with a fucking AI image of this. I'll figure it out. Because we have AI images of all our characters.
Quite literal.
Character cards.
Quite literal right-leaning superhero.
No, because he can only turn left. He's actually...
Yeah, he can't turn
Oh,
right.
your left leg is shorter than your right one. That's why you can only turn left.
So not only is he's disfigured too.
Slightly. It's only got to be slightly.
Look like Jeef, but in the legs.
Yes, Jefe
My
with no
magic
feet.
legs.
Well, Jeef was drawn by Rob Liefeld. That's why.
Well, welcome.
You don't get that.
Well, thank you.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to the offenders, sir. Sorry. That's how it always goes. Sorry. Now we got to get Jordan
It's
and
usually
Will.
whichever one makes us laugh the hardest. You're stuck with.
The building up gas is funny, but not as bad as he can only turn one direction.
I am here.
What if? Hold on, wait. What if we make it worse? What if once he stops, he can only make like anytime? It's like you first go, you can only turn left. You come to a stop, you can only go right.
No.
Yeah, make it even
Let him
worse.
do what he wants to.
See, but this is when I'm running, though. What if I'm walking?
Walking is normal. It's at high speed.
So I would have to just walk to...
If you want to go somewhere slowly, yes. But if you need to get somewhere quickly to, I don't know, stop someone from...
That means
Killing-
he'd have to stop half a block away and just take.
No, because he can stop when he gets there. He can totally roadrunner, you know, and then just do where he needs to go like normal. You can run like normal. So, I mean, like if it was like an on and off situation, you can either only move in hyperspeed or not move at all. Then yes, it's very
But he
inconvenient.
can still jog or run as he.
Yeah, he can move at
human.
normal speed. But if he's gonna use his hyperspeed, he can only go left.
Okay.
But I like the idea is like, but there was one I forgot what. Oh, it was what they did to Grandpa
He'd be
Gaming.
a green, red, and white blur.
Yeah, no, because there was. Well, you're making him Mexican for no reason.
Oh, he's NASCAR.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with nationality.
True.
It has to do with the one reference we have.
Yeah.
It's just like even he's unsure why he's NASCARlo. That's the actual joke. It's like no, it's just a joke between Shoky and Jeff, and that's why. It's like it has nothing to do with anything he has anything to do with.
You've seen Roadkill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know of the NASCARlo.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny. Yeah.
They took a 1990s NASCAR, dropped a Monte Carlo body on it.
You know.
It was
Thank you
fantastic.
for explaining it for everybody. It's more funny if they didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes. You can only go left turns because you go like fuck. You got to think about where you're going. You'll be like, now if you could only run on roadways, it's like shit. You can only run down the highways.
He hacks and appropriates all the route planning software.
No, he just starts fucking laying new roads so he can get wherever he has to go. All right, good enough. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Now we have a new offenders member. Finally,
Yay.
we have a new proper inductee.
We're gonna if Will ever gets it together when we finally play my first D&D game, we're gonna drag him.
I mean, as soon as Will comes on again. Oh, you mean him?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to him. It's going to make the game far more complicated
Yeah, probably.
because I don't know if they have speedsters in there. Actually, in that case, rolling would be whether or not you can run at hyperspeed at all, and then you can only make left turns.
Yep.
Yes. Which the easy defeat for you would be like all roadways. Oh yeah, so you'd have to be able to run only which way the roadways go, because otherwise you wouldn't give a shit.
Depending on where it's set, the next road could be 15 miles down the road.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out like why would he bother with traffic laws at all?
Yep, true. He shouldn't have to do traffic laws.
Yeah. But I think just the point of just having that, because we were just envisioning him running down the road or running
Yeah.
down the street.
But where else are you gonna run?
I mean, through fields, I guess. Damn it! I think we broke our own rules. It's like we thought too far. It's like, wait, why does he have to run down the road? It's like, oh, it's actually technically the easiest way to get anywhere. Yeah,
And with that,
because there's no reason you couldn't go left on a roundabout, except that you're going against traffic, which more dangerous.
Yeah.
So, just up to you whether or not you want to run into cars at high speed.
Splat.
Actually, I think a funnier thing would be if you had a speedster, but he has to obey the speed limit. Speedster stuck at the speed limit. Fuck! But that way, it's like you would avoid roads. You'd be like, I'm just gonna run anywhere there's not a road.
Yeah, we're heading to the national forest. Yeah, we're good.
Just run straight through the trees at high speed. You're like, fuck it.
He's just circling. I know you're in there.
No, he's running through ditches. He's like running alongside the road. There's no speed limit off the road.
Very true.
He's just running and tripping over fucking everything. Just because, it's like you hit the freeway, you instantly slow down to 75. You're like, fuck!
Oh, shit.
Red light cameraman. It's like, God damn it. I can't go there. But actually, yeah, if he had to obey all road signs and everything while running on the road, he has to stop at every red light. Fuck. It's like he has to obey traffic laws and he can only turn left. There we go. Hold on. Should we hold on. We don't, it's not over. We can hinder him further. He has to obey traffic laws other than the speed limit.
Nah. Let him have what we
Stop
left
sign.
him at.
Fuck. And then keep going. Stop. Look. Go. That's just you being conscientious.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just a nice person, so you follow the fucking traffic laws. It's not technically forced upon you by the weird law, by the laws of the offenders. It's not forced.
That'd be Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory if he was a
Well, Sheldon
superhero.
is officially the Flash.
He is.
This is real. He's the Flash. Don't you remember that?
I remember he was.
At the end of that episode, he proved he was the Flash. It wasn't just a costume.
Yeah, he went zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, he actually zoomed around everywhere.
Give him a Red Bull. He's good to go.
No, at the end of the episode, didn't you see that? After credits?
No.
Yeah, the after credits of that episode, he literally was high speed running everywhere. It wasn't like in the moment, like they thought he was just standing there, but it showed that he like zoomed around everywhere.
Oh
and
yeah,
did
he
some
ran.
shit.
He ran off to yell in frustration and came back.
Yeah, and they didn't even notice he had
Yeah.
disappeared. Yeah, so he's technically the Flash. He just never uses that power for anything.
I still think even if he was the Flash, he'd stop at stoplights and obey traffic laws.
Hold on, I just came up with one more tiny offset.
Oh, God.
He has to run with his mouth open.
So it looks like a dog sticking his head out the windshield.
all the fucking bugs, anything he fucking interacts with, just in the mouth the whole time.
Ugh.
But it makes you run faster because you're getting all that protein.
It's Dry Mouth Man.
Dry mouth man. Nobody likes dry mouth man.
Anybody got a
Well, as I said, so we change the offset from fucking left turns only to fucking has to run with his mouth open.
I like left turns. It makes me laugh.
I don't know, mouth just infinite bugs in the mouth is actually pretty funny.
Avoid Alaska. Yeah.
Void Louisiana and Florida.
Did you catch that
swamps.
video, dude bombing across the lake on a boat and said it was covered in mosquitoes? He took his ball cap off, held it out for 20 seconds, had thousands of the mosquitoes caught in his hat.
You're just making my argument for me. That's Chad mouth.
God, it was awful.
That could be Chad right now.
No, that's terrifying.
They run across water.
You could run across water. That'd
know.
be fun. But you could still only turn left on the water. Fuck.
Squeak!
Like, I must find a left turning tributary. Okay,
Anyway, let's send this baby home.
Yeah, but I got laundry to do before I go to men's group. So
Right.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for watching this episode of the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. I've been Shoky. That's a Jefe, and that's a Chad over there. So you guys give a warm welcome to Chad, who's probably going to be our semi-permanent third
Hell
seat.
yeah.
And whenever Jeff's not here, we will fill in with Jefe. It will be Jefe. So, of course, guys, if you enjoyed the prank of Jefe, let us know down below. And in the future, we might sell Jefe.
God.
Someone will have a Jefe.
Rent the Jeef.
I'm going to get a lot of red light tickets.
Well, I mean, considering what your wife did to him before everybody left, you might
Lord.
actually want Jeef to go away. Yeah. So, either way, guys, like, subscribe to all the things. If you want the full uncut video version of this podcast, you can check it out over on the Shoky Patreon for as little as $5 a month, and you can do that, or you can check out all my shit over there if you would like to. And every now and then, Jeff has joined me on a Patreon stream.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. And maybe one of these days when we have a proper amount of time and a get-together, we can do an actual live stream show.
Hell yeah, that'd be
We
fun.
can have commenters live. That might be interesting. So, but we'll see you guys next time. And with that, okay, bye.